Hello, nerd friends. How is everyone doing today? Hello, it's such an exciting day, no? Why exciting day? Hello, welcome to the Wednesday night live stream. This is the 2024 US elections mega stream, and we have a lot to talk about. बहुत प्रिपेयर किया है इसके लिए नॉट जस्ट मी but there are some nerd friends in chat who have helped us who make the nerdy dashboard. I'll show it to you in a bit, but first, hello, and how is everyone feeling? Trump जीत गया फिर से. Trump, the Trump is back. Trump is back. Yeah. Oh god, I just can't forget how crazy the last 4 years that he was in uh, in that chair were, and I think he's going to go crazier this time, isn't he? Like, do you remember there was a time when Trump took a map of a hurricane which was going one way, took a sharpie, and then drew a different path to prove his point? That was first term. That was first term. I don't know what the next 4 years are going to be, but बहुत content मिलने वाला है, friends. I mean, all said and done, Biden was very boring. I do say boring government is great for the people, but boring government is also bad for content creators like me and other people. I mean, to be perfectly honest, all of our late night shows were doing very well when Trump was in power because he was hilarious and he's back. But yeah. But other than the entertaining part of things, which there are a lot, even in the coverage that we will do, but the thing is, it is going to affect us Indians, and also Indians living in US, and also the entire world in general. So it is worth talking about. It is worth spending a live stream on the rise of Donald Trump and the US elections. Yeah, it's not going to be great, friends. It's not. It's just a sort of downsliding has hastened, I feel like. So we will see. We will see. There are a few things we will talk about. Yes. Hello. America really knows how to take a joke too far. They elect it as a president. Accurate. Accurate. Ravish Kumar has interesting reverse Uno take on Trump win. Oh, Ravish has done a video. Okay, I'll watch it. Arey, 4 more years ho gaya. Yes. Thank you, Saraj, for the support. 4 more years. 4 more years of MAGA. Now it is dark MAGA. It's not MAGA anymore. It's not Make America Great Again. It's dark MAGA, which is the evolved version of MAGA, which is Trump and man-child Elon Musk. You like smash together, then put in a Joe Rogan on top of it as a chapak se, and then put like the Proud Boys and a bunch of right-wing men as a niche se, and then all sorts of conservatives and crazy people who did insurrections, just pour them on top of that as a gholo mast, and that is dark MAGA. We are going to. That is what won. It's not the old Trump. This is new Trump with a new bunch of people. It is going to be थोड़ा सा scary. Yeah. I can see it coming. I can see it coming already. Dark MAGA, yeah. Trump will play Elon like a fiddle. I think it will go either way. They will fiddle each other. Oh my god, no. They are going to play each other like a fiddle. That's what I wanted to say. Uh, गलत निकल गया. Sorry. Good morning. Acha friends, tell me first who all are NRI Indians. Please say hi. Any NRI Indians watching us, please say hi. We are going to say hello. And if you are new also, please say hi, because I want to say hi back to you and introduce myself, because I know a lot of new people will come in today. Het is there. Amar, hello. Kush, Sasti, hello. Hello, Techno Kali, Jasraj. Okay. Bunch of people. Jim Morrison, Heisenberg. Ooh. SM. Not in US, okay, but new it seems SM. Yeah. Viksit America 2047. New high. Yes, hi H real. Hello, hi, how are you doing? Hi, hi. Aman is new. Okay. I'm Desi, but all my family is super racist NRI. Okay, fair enough. So it affects you also. It's okay. Relatives भी होंगे तो चलता है. Familial relations with the Americas. Yes, I know. मेरे भी है काफी. My I think I guess a lot of my cousins are now in the US. A lot of my friends are also in the US. सब लोग चले जाते हैं यार. For greener pastures, which has now become dark MAGA. Greener pastures. It's okay. Best of luck. Trump is even worse than Modi ji. Interesting. I have a thought on that. I have a thought on that student account. Murmu is my president. Yes. Yes, Apurva. Yes. That's correct. Okay. Now tell me, how is everyone feeling? Friends, how is everyone feeling? Trump got less votes this time than he did while losing to Biden in 2024. Okay. Yeah. How does that matter? The answer is maybe not. Not good, weirdly happy, depressed, anxious. Fair, 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 fair. इसी के लिए आते हैं लोग. So मेरा introduction to all the people who are new. People come here and we nerd out together and we try to talk about politics, policy, society, elections, all this toxic bullshit that you see around the internet. We try to talk about it, but in a nice way, in a calm, happy, fun, entertaining, just randomness is what we do. And just to give you a sample of how nerdy we can get, I will show you. Please say hello. Please say hello to our nerdy dashboard for today. Let me give you a tour. Okay. So first, look at the number of people online. These are all the people who have worked on this. Insane amount of people have worked on this, by the way, for a good 10, 12 days now. Like, people have been following the US elections very, very diligently. And we have much to do. Okay. So this is basically the number of people here. Say hello, everybody. They will also like respond here. And this is our main dashboard where we will see news flashes coming in once in a while. Yeah, we have some cool stuff, research, policy, explainer, that sort of things. But we have Twitter to look at. We have the entire policies of Harris mapped out here with levels of importance also given. We have Trump's whole thing mapped out here with levels of importance here. We have some ads to react to. And we have some miscellaneous random shit with, I guess they didn't know where to put, so they put it here. Lots of stuff. And more importantly, we have conspiracies, because conspiracies played a big role in this election, right? So we are not going to cover all of it. That is impossible to do. But here is what I'm going to do for you, nerd friends, who are here. Yes. After this stream is done, we are going to make this document public. So if you want to understand US elections, you will have this giant resource to essentially go and just have fun. Yes, have fun with this. You will get like a lot of things. You will get like fun shit here. You will get links to go through for days, reading material, research. Also, people have made documents themselves and put them in. Like our friend Vignan here has made like a Trump ko kisne paisa diya hai document. Then there are other things that are happening. So, lots of things. Friends, yes. All the nerd friends who worked on this, big props to them. Yes. So that is my introduction for this stream. Now we will go back to how you have been feeling. My objective is to try and make you feel a little less anxious and a little bit smarter than now. So like अभी हम 9 बजे शुरू किए on the 6th of October. 6th of November. My bad. 6th of November we started. 9 baje. By 12:31, thoda lamba chalega. You should be a little bit more smarter than you were before. So that's the objective. Okay? Okay, chat, if you agree, say ha. Yes. Did you see India Today reacting to Narendra Modi parody? Oh, dude, let's start with that. I mean, that was hilarious. I saw it. Just a second. कुछ भी करते रहते हैं हमारे लोग सही में. Oh my god. Oh, wait. Chat, here is our dumbass media, TV news media, announcing the victory of Trump by quoting a parody account.
If we could play that out.
There's actually a big statement that's come from Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has said, have set up a call with my friend, President Donald Trump, to congratulate him on his historic win. Among other things, we will discuss the current violence against Hindus in Bangladesh.
Oh my god.
Palestini terrorism
Dude,
enabled by Justin Trudeau.
Parody लिखा हुआ है ऊपर.
Along with
पढ़
the
ले.
Ukraine war. That's a strong statement that comes from Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Moments after Donald Trump's spectacular victory. Heartiest congratulations, my friend, as you build on the success.
Oh my god. Oh my god, dude. Like, seriously, are you that dumb? Like, are you... Like, what? Wow. लिखा है ना यहाँ पे parody. This is... So, one of the things we are not going to do is use Indian media for information. Because, why? I can't either. Abhi, I can't either. I know what you mean. It's just ridiculous. Yeah. Yeah. Hello, bleep, bloop, bloop. Hello, how are you doing? Okay. Oh, lots of people. Hello, Kumar. Thank you for the Giga support. Oh my god. Swapnesh, you remind me, Kumar. We are going to have a Giga call soon. Very soon. Probably next weekend. Where all the Giga members, they get a special invite. And we are going to make this Giga call a little special. We are going to have like an intense discussion on the US elections only. So like if you want to come, we will send you a link and it will happen sometime on a Saturday evening IST. So yeah, all the Giga members will get a link and you can come in and we can like chill together and do like a nice sesh of just talking about politics, world affairs, etc. Swapnesh, thank you. Saraj, thank you. 4 more years ho gaya. Yes. Dragoons, thank you, sir. Trump got less votes this time than Biden. Yeah, okay. Rachit, thank you so much. अगले 4 साल बहुत मजा आएगा. Absolutely. I agree with you, Rachit. I am looking forward to that. The maza part of it. Yogesh Kumar, hello, thank you. Atul, 6 months. Thank you for the 6 months. Joe Biden is 40 days younger than Amitabh Bachchan. What? Wait, he's old. Is he Amitabh Bachchan old? I mean, I guess you're right. Wow. That puts things in perspective. Animesh, thank you so much. And this is a team appreciation. Thank you. Hemant, thank you very much. Much appreciated, much appreciated. Please do consider liking this stream. Thank you. Israel will now attack Gaza and West Bank. Yes, we are going to talk about that. Don't call it maza. Scholarship is not... No, dictatorship. Sorry, I read dictatorship as scholarship. My bad. Don't call it maza. Dictatorship is not maza. Absolutely, Soham. It is not maza. When I say maza aayega, I mean the Trump as a character and the things he does is kind of funny. I mean, you can't deny that. You can't, because he is. But what he does now is going to be kind of scary. As I opened and I said, it is going to be scary as well. So it's a mixed bag. Yeah, chat. Yeah, don't you think it's a mixed bag, I guess? other than the tariffs, what difference is this election to India? Yes. Okay. So a few things first, chat. The way we are going to do this is how many of you are actually familiar with? I don't know. Okay, let's do this. I'm going to tell you a few things that I think were important during this election and what we should care about, like consequently, right? Which I thought are important things which we should definitely talk about, right? One is, of course, the tariff thing, which you mentioned, right? Trump has said that they're going to implement a giant amount of tariffs, 20% across the board on all things coming into America, which includes Indian items. And he's going to put an extra 60% on China. So that is there. Then there are things like, the Russia-Ukraine war, which he has different strategies for. There is the Israel-Palestine war, which we are going to also talk about a little bit. What is his stance on Gaza? Now, I don't know about you, but I feel like that also affects us. A war anywhere in the world, if it intensifies, it will affect us, whether we like it or not, because we are a part of the global economy. There are cascading effects. Yeah, so that is there. Plus, there are issues like what will happen to our NRI Bhai Bandhu now, which is important because we have a lot of Indians who are in the Americas. And a lot of them have tried to get in there illegally recently. You know that, right? You read the news. A lot of Bhai Bandhu from Gujarat have been trying to cross the border into uh, the Americas because Modi ji's India is not that satisfying, apparently, allegedly. I don't know why they go, but yeah, बहुत immigrants hai, so that's going to be interesting. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. That's going to be interesting because his illegal immigration policy is going to ramp up like crazy. And whether you like it or not, there are going to be some of our Bhai Bandhus which are going to be in the crosshair. It's just that obvious. The other thing that we should talk about, which doesn't really affect India per se, but at the same time does affect America profoundly, is the abortion ban and the fact that this whole dark MAGA shit is being run by super overly manly men, sexist idiots. Just it's the truth. It's and whether you like it or not, they are going to become a part of our conversation worldwide, because one of the things that happened, and brace yourself. So after Trump won, he gave his inaugural speech. There is this guy who he got who was thanked on stage. Of course, there was Elon Musk who was thanked कि oh, a star is born. वो racket ऐसे land करता है. He spoke about it for 10 minutes. But that besides the point. They thanked Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan. The guy who... That guy. They thanked Joe Rogan. So, you can imagine why this is important. Why this is important. It's crazy. It's going to go next level crazy. Okay. It's just... Yeah. अपने बारे में बोल रहा था रॉकेट एज मेटाफोर मेल chauvinist. Yeah. When will Raga thank me? What? Raga? Why will Raga thank me? Oh, of all things, why? Long John Silver is saying Trump winning is good for BJP and bad for India, but I think both parties have similar foreign policy vis-a-vis India. I agree, but here's the thing. Here's a profound thing that you can do to feel a little less anxious. Okay. The fact that Donald Trump won is bad. The fact that Kamala Harris lost is good. Both of those thoughts can exist in a rational mind. Think about it. Because I, for one, I mean, I did a stream earlier also, US stream. वहाँ पे थोड़ा मेरा prep भी कम था, but on the surface of it, I realized that Kamala Harris was not that different from Biden, and everybody hated Biden. That was a fact. That's why he left. That's why he was. Nancy Pelosi was like, "ये तू निकल इधर से, पतली गली से निकल पहले." Biden, you ass, nikal. And then came along Kamala. And then Kamala was like, oh, I'm just going to do all the things that Biden did with like some tweaks and changes here and there. Oh my God, Biden was such a great president. And no. Plus, her silence on Gaza was striking. Like, she always tried to avoid the question or tried to say that, oh, we will do everything to end the conflict, but never really said anything about it. It's just bizarre. So basically it's like तुम वही सब चीजें फिर से कर रहे हो just with a new face. Sure, the new face might appeal because I don't know, but then again, America is also a very racist and sexist country, friendos. Yeah, I mean, है तो है, अब क्या करे. So they will not want a woman as a president, unfortunately, as proven again. So yeah, I had this feeling earlier also that it's not going to be that easy. But again, I didn't care that much. I don't trust the polls anyway. I was watching the elections with keen attention since like the last 2-3 days, and reading up on it and doing things. So yeah, थोड़ा सा है अभी दिमाग में मेरे. मैं बताएगा. And we will chat. Are you inflating the importance of Gaza? America loves Israel because they are morally right. Sid, again, Americans, I know, like, I mean, Americans, there are a lot of pro-Israel people in America. I know that. And she tried to appeal to them, but then Trump had appealed to them harder. Trump was not mincing any words with his support for Israel. Okay, he was very direct. He's like, oh, I'll just let Netanyahu do whatever he wants after I come to power. He's like, oh, this needs to end very fast. And America needs to get out of the wars. That's what Trump's line was throughout. But Kamala was like, I kind of support Israel. I will also not condemn them, but also this needs to stop. No, take the opposite stand, no? It works electorally, politically, talking point wise. It just does. And you can just go into like the same territory that Republicans were fighting and then expect to win. They've already mastered it. It's like, it's the same way, right? You know, in India, how the Congress and some of the opposition parties were trying like a soft Hindutva strategy when electorally doing things. Like BJP was Hindutva, yeah, doing their whole Hindutva thing. And then they realized that like voters were going that side. So then Congress and Aam Aadmi Party and other parties came in and they tried to do like a soft version of it. It didn't work because they're experts at it. Why are you even getting into it? Do the opposite, no? So then there are two narratives and then you can convince voters on this narrative or that narrative. What Kamala Harris did was not that. She didn't have like a solid narrative going, I feel like. You have no idea how badly I was waiting for this stream. I'm here, Nishit. Oh, hello. Kejriwal, we want Ganesh Ji's pick on repeat. Oh yeah, I remember. See, that's the thing. They did like Hanuman Aartis, everything. Doesn't work. Trump is way more powerful this time as he controls the House of Representatives and Senate too, along with being president now. Oh, yeah, okay. So let us start with what we expect Trump to do. But first, let me show you what is going on. Okay, for the people who just woke up, hello, hi, good morning to you from another time zone, and also people who are just here from India, hello. This is what is happening. So Donald J. Trump has 277 votes and he has this many, 51% of the total electorate voted for him. Popular vote also jeet gaya. And there are some states which are yet to be called, but it seems like, I mean, now the victory is confirmed. Yeah. Eh, what is fascinating to me, so you know this, right? Like live forecast, etc. This is the New York Times we're looking at. Look at this. This is basically the shift from 2020, right? Leaning left or right. उनके यहाँ पे कर सकते हैं leaning blue or red. Look at this map. Crazy. Look at the amount of people who have shifted rightwards in these areas, and the tiny number of people who shifted left here. It's kind of crazy. The amount of people who just shifted towards Republicans this time. So there was something massively wrong happening. Okay. Uh, uh, what is interesting is this also. So they put issues on the ballot in different states, and abortion was put as an issue on the ballot in 10 states. So this is actually the results that we have now. So Maryland, right to reproductive freedom, yes. Missouri, yes. Arizona, Colorado, New York, Montana, and Nevada, all yes. Florida, Nebraska, and South Dakota, no. So, in a way, think about it this way. One of the things that these people were fighting for, or fighting on the plank of, which is Kamala Harris, was abortion, women's rights. She was just like, oh, I'm going to take all the women voters and pit them against Trump, and then reproductive rights से और ज़्यादा क्या important हो सकता है. She did that. Yeah, she did that. But then people still voted for Trump, it seems like. But in the states, they are saying yes to abortion. Two things can simultaneously happen, right? So then it might also mean that the government, the people would want the state governments to agree with them with regards to abortion rights, which is in places like Arizona, Colorado, all these places. They might want like abortion to be legalized, but in places like Florida and South Dakota, they don't want it. So that's kind of what Trump wants also. He has been saying that's his stand with abortion, that he will not agree to a federal level ban on abortion, but he will leave it to the states. Just like that. So technically, he's getting what he wants. Kamala Harris isn't. ये क्या हो गया? कैमरा झटका मार रहा है. Wait. 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 कैमरा झटका मार रहा है. भाई 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 शुरू हो जा भाई 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 भाई. Oh yeah, I am back. How young men in the West are getting radicalized towards the right by Andrew Tate, Elon Musk type, versus how young people in India are getting radicalized by Hindutva is such a clear parallel. It's crazy. Rooster. Yes, I agree. One of the things that we are going to talk about is radicalization for sure. The way I have been seeing it, and I've been thinking about this a lot, honestly, about how, like, have you seen some of the things that Trump supporters believe in? It's kind of crazy. Ek second. Where was that? Just a second, trying to find a video. Where is it? Yeah.
For the last 8 years,
So this Jordan Klepper thing.
that have yet to have been cleaned up.
Why didn't he say that?
Donald Trump, at his age, he's had the eloquent speaking sessions of his life and all that.
You're saying
he doesn't give a f right
we're past prime eloquence, Donald Trump.
Right,
We're,
yeah.
we're in like
Yeah,
baddie, Detroit bad, me good, vote now,
He's-
vote January, oops, November.
You ever seen
Birth of a Nation.
no, the really old guy, Gran Torino movie, Clint Eastwood.
Clint Eastwood, yeah.
Think about the way that Clint Eastwood spoke in that movie. You know, he's an old man.
Wait, that's the racist guy.
I wouldn't say he was racist.
There's a Mexican, a Jew, and a colored guy go into a bar.
I don't think he liked me on his lawn.
if they
All the stuff about America being built on the back of slaves, of this being stolen land, if that's in a textbook, he's taking it out.
Okay.
Yeah, 'cause I wrote a play called Slave Play. I can't teach my own play in parts of Virginia and in parts of Florida because of Republican lies around how our country was founded.
I can kind of see why they don't want that taught in the schools.
Why?
You know, maybe the history should be taught at home, maybe because
See?
it makes people so divisive.
But what history
See?
isn't divisive? Like every history.
Correct. We do not teach Jewish history in the classroom.
Yes, we do.
What do we teach?
The Holocaust.
I didn't.
It's weird to ask this when I'm at a Trump rally. Holocaust, real or fake?
I'm pretty sure it was real.
Landing on the moon, real or fake?
It was such a perfect mission.
See what I mean? Yeah, people in that zone, the MAGA zone, now a lot of Americans clearly believe some wild shit. Okay, like it's almost like they have their own realities that they live in, and I feel like that is happening all across the board, across the world. The radicalization part of it is essentially people going on the internet, consuming content, algorithms feeding them more of what they want and what they agree with, and then them going more and more extreme towards either ends. Left, right, ideology, whatever you want to call it. And what we are seeing is that not only does it go that way, like let's say the right-wing radicalization happens, but then they start finding a community around it. And then they coalesce, and then the MAGA movement happens. And Trump wins. It's like an unfortunate thing that has happened because of algorithms, social media, and internet, a combination of it, and we are seeing it affect all spheres, social, political, all sorts of things. In America, this has gone to some major extremes now. Think about it this way. There was this thing. All the people who visited... किधर गया रे? Celebrities who endorse Trump and Harris. Look at this. So, Kamala Harris was endorsed by Beyonce. Abe. What? Wow. Enter an email address. नहीं. Screw it. नहीं करना है. नहीं करना है. नहीं करना है. But, so basically I'll just tell you that. So, people like Beyonce, Katy Perry, who else? Chat? कौन कौन आया था रे? Lady Gaga, yes, Oprah, all these very mainstream famous people, they were fighting for Kamala Harris. And then there were crazy right-wing bros like Joe Rogan. Then there was the Tim Pool guy. Who else was there? Chat can name. Taylor Swift, yeah, of course. Arnold Schwarzenegger support, yeah. Billie Eilish, yeah. Yep. All these people, they supported Eminem. All these people, they supported Kamala Harris. And on the other hand, we have people like Musk, Jake Paul, Hulk Hogan, who supported Trump, right? The crypto bros, yeah. Avengers, like the entirety of Avengers supported Kamala Harris. No. Tim Pool, no, I said Tim Pool is a Trump supporter. I didn't say Tim Pool is a Kamala supporter. Tim Pool is a crazy person who leans super right. Peter Thiel, oh, Nihit, oh, क्या बात बोली है. Peter Thiel, of course. Chris Jericho. Leonardo DiCaprio also supported Kamala Harris. All late night show, absolutely. John Oliver, Jon Stewart, all these late night show hosts, they were all like pro Kamala also, like openly. SNL, absolutely. SNL was also Kamala. So all these people supported Kamala Harris. All these mainstream people supported Kamala Harris. And yet, she lost. Which means that the people who are watching content of these people who are supporting Kamala Harris are very different from the people who are watching content on the other side, which is like Joe Rogan and all these other people like podcasters, etc. Eden Ross, all Jake Paul, all these people, completely different silos they exist in, which means they exist in completely different realities. What you will see as a pattern, if you watch these street interviews like Jordan Klepper and other people, there's this one pattern that emerges, right? These people go to like Trump supporters. They ask them questions, which is like, oh, what do you think about it? And they, oh, do you believe in the moon landing, right? And she's like, maybe everything is an establishment lie, whatever. And then they try to give them facts. And these people are like, I don't believe it. In a very weird way, everyone in America is a Vivek Agnihotri right now. Everybody is like, facts are not facts. Only my facts are facts. Your facts can go screw it. So which means that people are existing in different realities, right? We made fun of Vivek Agnihotri. Might be a visionary. Facts are not facts, friends. Trump tweeted to tackle Khalistani terrorism. Oh, okay, nice. किधर है? देखो. Modi ji. We will look at all the things that other leaders have also said after his victory. Important. Big boost to making. Okay, first let's look at what Modi ji has said. Heartiest congratulations, my friend, real Donald Trump, on your historic election victory as you build on the successes of your previous term. I look forward to renewing our collaboration to further strengthen the US-India comprehensive global and strategic partnership. Together, let's work for betterment of our people and promote global peace. Nice photographs, friendship, good friendship between everyone. Look at this guy. Friendship. India-America friendship. Now let's see what Donald has said. Donald has responded. What? Where? हैं? क्या बोला? कुछ तो नहीं बोला डोनाल्ड ने. हैं? कुछ भी चैट. But he will, no, I feel like, will Donald Trump side with Canada or will he side with India? Or we'll look at other people and what they said first. So, Kremlin says US ties at a low, but Russia is open to dialogue after Trump declares victory. ये silicone manufacturer नहीं चाहिए. Russia said on Wednesday that relations with the United States were at a historic low, but the Kremlin was open to dialogue. I think Vladimir Putin is going to be very happy with this development. Because there are reports which have said that Trump was in conversation with Putin even when he was not president. So after he left, he was still talking to Putin. Also, Elon Musk has been talking to Putin also. So, थोड़ा friends तो है. थोड़ा friendly relationship we can see sometimes. Russia said on Wednesday that relations are hard all-time low. Kremlin spokesman Dmitry Peskov said he was not aware of any plans by Vladimir Putin to congratulate Trump, who had declared he had won the election. Not aware of any plans of... Okay. Let's not forget that we are talking about an unfriendly country that is directly and indirectly involved in a war against our state. Asked if relations would get even worse if Putin declared to congratulate Trump, he said, it is almost impossible to worsen them further. Relations are at a historically lowest point. What happens next will depend on the next US leadership. President Putin has repeatedly said that he is open to constructive dialogue based on fairness and equality and willingness to take each other's concerns into account. I think what is going to happen in Ukraine is that Trump is going to try and make like a roughshod weird deal between Ukraine and Russia. And that would involve, and he's been saying it, withdrawing from Ukraine, not giving money to Ukraine anymore, not giving weapons, which means that Ukraine is facing defeat at the hands of Russia. So then Russia they come to the table and then they give a bunch of land from Ukraine to Russia and then they stop it. Putin gets what he wants, which is land. Ukraine ka land chala jayega. They will be pissed off for saved for further conflict because that's how it works, right? Like बाद में 20 साल बाद someone will be like, hey, you took my land. I will come back and get it from you. That's what I think will happen. Because Trump, all said and done, his one consistent thing that he's been saying is that he wants to withdraw from conflict everywhere. America should not be involved in conflict. But at the same time, he didn't say anything about stopping the supply of weapons because that is good business. Wars are profitable, friendos. Let's look at other people because there are a few more. There is Oh, this is Viktor Orban. Okay. I was wondering why Viktor Orban got... Anyway.
I see a shining victory, perhaps the biggest comeback in the history of Western politics. It's been a huge fight. He was threatened with prison. His wealth was confiscated. They wanted to kill him. The whole media world turned against him in America, and he still won. This means a big encouragement for those who believe in willpower, fighting, perseverance. For the world, it means the hope of peace. At the start of the year, we hoped that by the end of the year, the pro-peace forces would be in the majority, and we will defeat the pro-war forces. Now there is a huge chance for this. And if this happens, then the economy can take an upturn, and the US-Hungarian relations can return to the old golden age. We have several plans that we can achieve in the coming years with President Donald Trump.
Yeah, one thing I have to give him, that the political comeback thing, definitely a big deal. I also think that was the comeback that Trump has had. That story arc is kind of crazy. I admit, I mean, I have to say this. I think you should too, which is that was a kind of a intense comeback, political comeback. Probably I haven't seen this ever happening before. It's kind of crazy. Man was pehle, he had like did like his first term, which was kind of odd. He was flailing around. I look at that as like kindergarten, and like, you know, he was just learning the ropes of the system then, where he was like pushing buttons, causing reactions, and then getting shut down, and then made fun of all the things. Then he lost because of things like mishandling of COVID, being an idiot, doing a bunch of things. Biden came in, yeah, they took COVID. economy went to the shitter, so Biden had to deal with that, which means Americans started blaming Biden now. Then the wars happened, and Biden was like, "Ha, le lo, or lo paisa, or lo bombs. Please bomb Gaza. Please go ahead. We will side में से aid भी दे देंगे, and we will throw bombs at you also." Weird. That happened. Then for those 4 years, I feel like Trump was just sitting and stewing. I feel like he for those 4 years, the middle years, he genuinely thought that the election was stolen, which he kept saying until like the last day of the campaign. And for 4 years, he's like, "Oh, mere se chin liya. I don't believe you." Whatever. And he was just making plans. I think he was just like, "मैं तो अब revenge लेगा," which he said on the campaign trail. He said that the first thing I'm going to do when I come to office is I'm going to call the National Guard and take care of the critics and people. So पूरा revenge mode में आया ये आदमी अभी. Okay, so after kindergarten, the reason why I say this term is going to be worse is because this man now has an agenda. Trump has a solid agenda now, which he's going to do, and that involves Project 2025, which we will talk about. Yes, that is important to talk about. हमारे मस्क भाई क्या बोल रहे हैं? The future is going to be fantastic. Okay. With a rocket. Oh, I guess this is the same rocket that Dolland was talking about. Lex Friedman is like, "Can't wait. Congrats to President Trump for winning the US elections." ये तो Indian है ना? Not associated with Federal Reserve. No. Okay. No. Yeah, the assassination plot also happened, which got him a lot of sympathy votes. If you think about it, if you think about how these elections went, Trump was kind of technically the anti-establishment candidate here. The entire, as I said, all the celebrities, all the things were aligned towards Kamala. All the media, I wouldn't say all the media, but a large portion of the media was also aligned towards Kamala. Of course, they were like sympathizers of the Republicans and Trump also. But then there was alternate media, which is like podcasters, streamers, all these people who were like pro-Trump. And I feel like they are the ones who delivered the younger vote to Trump. And that's what we are seeing. TikTok. I think TikTok played a big role because he keeps talking about TikTok and he's like, "TikTok must hai." But that's also a Chinese app. It's us against the world, yeah. What will happen to the Indians in US considering his immigrant policy? Yeah. Let's look at that also. Oh, before I go there, I just wanted to show you one thing, which is Netanyahu ne kya bola. Then we will go to the other things. Dear Donald and Melania Trump, congratulations on history's greatest comeback. Oh, he also come back. Oh, your historic return to the White House offers a new beginning for America and a powerful recommitment to the great alliance between Israel and America. This is a huge victory. In true friendship, yours Benjamin and Sarah Netanyahu. सब लोग अपना मस्त photos, friendship photos, friendship. Thanks, BB. This is someone. We did it, Trump. Jai Shri Ram. Jai. Q. Why, dude? Why? What is your what? Anyway, engagement. I can't believe Vance is now vice president. Oh, yeah. Okay, let's go to, yeah, this one. Okay, chat, do you know about Project 2025? Do you know about Project 2025? If you know about Project 2025, do nothing. If you don't know, say hi. Yeah? Okay, lots of highs. Lots of people. Okay, I hear you. I hear you. I hear you. I hear you, chat. I hear you. ओके एक एक्सपेरिमेंट भी करना था, वो भी कर लेते हैं, एंड देन आई विल गो टू प्रोजेक्ट 2025. लेट्स डू अ पोल. हु यू सपोर्ट? ट्रम्प, कमला, don't care. All answers are important. All answers are important. Okay. Then till then I'll talk about Project 2025. $70K का शगुन. Oh, thank you, Auntie Woman. Thank you so much. Oh yeah, हम 70K क्रॉस हो गए, friends. Friends, thank you. Just wanted to thank everyone. We have crossed 70K on this channel. मजा आ गया, मजा आ गया. My idea is, let's see if we can do 100K by the end of this year. I know it's a giant target I've set for myself. I don't know. We will try. We will try our best. Okay, Project 2025, right? So there is this conservative organization called the Heritage Foundation. Yeah, it's a think tank. It's a conservative think tank, which has made this giant dossier called Project 2025. Now, in short, I'll tell you, like, I told you about how I thought that Trump is doing his training wheels things earlier, right? Which is, first term was him just figuring shit out. Now, what happened during that time is that he had picked some people which were law-abiding citizens at times. So, whenever he wanted to do something crazy, there would be someone who would be resisting, right? He would be like, "Nahi, I don't think this is a good idea," etc. To a certain extent, to a large extent, and to an extent where CIA had stopped giving him some information, which is bizarre to me. Like, he's the president. Why would the CIA hide things from the president? Because the CIA could not trust its own president to leak shit. Okay. So, after all of this came out, Trump obviously got pissed off. So, whenever Trump wanted to do something and someone said no, he would get pissed off. He will start cursing them publicly and fire them. Okay. That was his style of functioning. But the problem was that because he fired them, he kept replacing them with new people. Then they wouldn't listen. Then they would fire them. Then they would... बहुत कचरा हुआ था. This time, there is this think tank called the Heritage Foundation who noticed what happened. And they were like, listen, if Trump comes to power again, we want him to get go at day one with whatever he wants. And the first thing that he needs to do is try and dismantle the bureaucracy. Now, this is very serious, right? Because what the plan says is that Trump should come in and by executive order, he should try to bring in Republicans, conservative Republicans, and appoint them political appointments within governments. So they will not have to give any civil service, any exams, anything, any recruitment process, nothing. These are the people, the Heritage Foundation people are the ones who will recruit them. They already have a pool. They already have the process started. They will have people who align with the MAGA ideology and Trump ideology. And they would be the ones now working with Trump. Okay. And to enable that, they have suggested some legislative loopholes and some executive orders that he will have to pass, yada yada. The second thing is controlling the Supreme Court. Right? So there are 2 seats that are likely to be vacant in the Supreme Court in this term of Trump, which means that he can appoint 2 more Supreme Court justices and turn it into like a full-on conservative court. Right? That is another thing. What Project 2025 wants to do for Trump is that Trump can be coming into office, and these people are the ones who are bringing the army, the cadre, the ammo, and everything needed to do like radical changes in the government, right? And one of the changes that they're actually sort of proposing is that all the independent agencies that are there, CDC, FBI, CIA, all these people, they should also have political appointments. Which means that they want Trump to take over the entire machinery, right? Now the thing is, this time it's going to be a little strange, matlab good for Trump and his side of things, because the Senate and the House are both leaning towards Republicans, and they might win the House also. So there will be no guardrails. Trump, when he comes this time, there will be nobody who will say no to him, because now successfully he is surrounded by sycophants. And he is going to do what Modi ji did in 2.0, which is use the agencies to screw with his political opponents and everybody who is a critic, and just use everything possible in the power of the government and president to just go on a rampage, I guess. Now that is why it's scary. Trump has evolved. It's not going to be easy. And I feel like this one thing that came out, the Project 2025, which you should go through. There are a bunch of videos also on Project 2025. We have included one here also somewhere. Trish, किधर डाला है रे? We have somewhere in the dossier, we have like the Project 2025 details also, so you can go through it. There are some videos also that have been done. Please understand that this is not going to be easy. It's going to be quite difficult, and we might see like the way American governments function in the future change for real. And if this is a thing, if this is actually implemented, and now he has no reason to not do it, honestly. Like earlier he was trying to kind of distance himself from this, but now it looks like he doesn't need to. He doesn't need to deny it. Like if there are no guardrails, he's surrounded by sycophants, nobody's saying no to him. The richest man in the world is now supporting him. Yeah, not great. Not great. Best of luck, America. Feel there is an inherent problem with liberals worldwide. They stand on high moral ground. What? Wait, sorry. Interesting hai. Feel there is an inherent problem with liberals worldwide. They stand on high moral ground of we are for your rights without dumbing down what rights are. Nehal. Okay, fair enough. Sure, I agree. There might be a communication problem there. Absolutely. Here's the thing. Tell me something. I don't know. Like, you guys tell me. There are people here who are like, obviously, who know that I lean a little left, I lean a little socialist, etc. etc. You know that, right? I mean, I've not really hidden that. I lean a little anti-establishment also. In this case, though, Trump was the anti-establishment person. Have to say that. Constantly pointing it out because that is important. Anyway, the problem I feel, not problem, but actually it's not a problem, okay? Like, I feel very guilty when I lie. Does that make sense to you? Chat, if that makes sense to you, please say hi. Like, if you lie to someone or in public, and then someone calls you out for it, if you unknowingly lie, you feel bad. I feel bad. I don't know, maybe that's a stupid thing to say now, right? Like, I feel like I have a conscience, which sort of tells me, yeah, don't lie. Like, I mean, that was a shit thing to do. Although that is something that I do, I know a lot of other people who don't. Like, they don't feel guilty about lying. They feel like lying is a part of gaining power. I feel like Trump and his ilk come into that category. The facts are not facts category, right? Which is, you can say things, you can make up shit, you can throw it at in public and not feel guilty about it because you are doing it for a purpose, which is a larger purpose, which is whatever you think is the purpose. In this case, he wants to take over America. I don't know. Like, wants to make money. Make America great again, jo bhi hai. That's the difference. So it's not a problem, friend. It is just an inherent trait that people like me, when we say things in public, we try to do our research and like try to be factual. There are times when we aren't, but when we get called out, we feel guilty about not being factual. We correct ourselves, we apologize, and we are like, oh my god, I've committed the biggest mistake of my life. If you want to look at that as a problem, I don't see it as a problem. I think that's a good thing. Just saying. Trump is a sociopath and narcissist, has no guilt and runs on lies. Exactly. Exactly what I was saying, Anurag. They're precisely that, right? You know, like, and if Trump doesn't feel guilty about lying, he can do whatever. He can create magical realities, right? Like, for example, immigrants are eating your dogs and cats. Chat, you know he said that, right? कहीं तो होगा ये. Oh, this is actually a good example. Look at this. I mean, it's about creating realities, right? So these are people. So who Biden called Trump supporters garbage, I think. Wasn't it? Yeah. And then this was what they did.
The current so-called president of the United States called Trump supporters garbage.
We showed up as garbage.
Yeah, we're going to wear that proudly because we are Trump supporters.
And so, can you tell me how wearing the garbage bags proves that you're not garbage?
Oh. Just as the back says.
Right. But
Biden can call us garbage. Trump calls us Americans.
Right, but you're dressed as Biden defined you, not as Trump defined you.
Well, well, I think more of.
I mean, come on. For these people, they're living in alternate realities, friendos. There is no doubt about this. Critical thinking is completely gone, clearly. Which is like, oh, Biden calls us garbage, so we dress up as garbage. And then we say, oh yeah, we are garbage. We are Trump support. This is when you short circuit. Like normal people, normal rational human beings will short circuit. But there are people who will be like, हाँ सही तो बोला, मजा आया, सही किया, मजा है. And this is like a stupid version of it. But wait, first let me show you. Alu wants to say hi. Hi. Hello. Alu wants to say hi. Producer Alu, how are you doing? Say hi to chat. We are talking about the US elections. Are you interested in US elections? You are? What do you think? How do you feel? How do you feel overall in general today? You seem happy. What is this, yeah? The world is going to burn. The biggest idiot on the planet is now the most powerful man on the planet. How do you feel? You feel nothing. Alu, what is this, yeah? She's a happy dog. She's a generally happy dog. Anyway. Alternate realities. Wait, I need... Trish has shared very funny map. Let's look at this. Somebody please tell me how to read this. Who is winning? Oh God. Oh, that's funny. Sad and funny at the same time. Because last time Trump was there, he pulled out of the Paris Climate Accords, and I think this time he's like, oh my God, I have to show you that one. There is this guy called RFK Jr. from the Kennedy family, and he Kamala Harris, no heart. Yeah, Kamala. Yeah, no. Nahi hua.
Robert F. Kennedy Jr. we have. And he's going to work on health and women's health and all of the different reasons, because we're not really a wealthy or a healthy country. Robert F. Kennedy Jr. we have.
So Robert F. Kennedy, first thing that he wants to do is remove fluoride from drinking water, which is like another conspiracy theory, which is that fluoride is being used to mind control people. It has been put in water to mind control the population. So RFK Jr. is now going to come in and remove that. He's also like said that he's going to take over the CDC and like do like anti-vaxxer things. That's not going to be great either. And what Trump has said is that, oh, RFK Jr., you do your thing. I will handle liquid gold, which is oil. So now Trump is like going full on oil, fracking, going through America, deforestation. Craziness hone wala hai. Nobody's going to stop him. He's going to destroy a lot of things. And climate change is going to get worse. Yeah. Now that is going to affect us also. Totally forgot to tell you. And he's immune to every prosecution. Oh yeah, that is another thing that happened, no? Supreme Court has now ruled that, I think there was a case that happened 2 years ago. Yeah. Supreme Court has ruled, American Supreme Court, that whatever Trump does in office, he cannot be prosecuted for. So he can do whatever he wants for the next 4 years and never face the consequences of it. And also he can pardon himself for all the crimes that he has been accused of. So kind of lucky guy right now. Like it's crazy. See, that's why I'm saying it's a comeback. It's a crazy comeback. It's like all the stars suddenly aligned in favor of Donald Trump, and he's like, yeah, bros, now we do shit. Yeah, it's anxiety hota hai, I know, don't worry. Let's look at some chats. Suggest some books on late stage capitalism. Try to read Technocracy. No, what is it called? Technocracy? No. Wait, I was reading it just now. I have recommended it also. Wait. Not a Kindle pe. Oh, I'm reading this amazing book, guys, by the way, called Tomorrow and Tomorrow. It's a nice little slice of life book, which is very rare for me, but someone recommended it to me and I find it very good. Yeah, it's called Techno-Feudalism, friend, by Yanis Varoufakis. And also The Attention Merchants. If you want both of these books, I have been highly impressed, actually. It's very, very good. Both of those. So read. Trump winning again mainstreams macho, larger than life, strongman leaders, which is bad for the world. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. The patriarchies are the winnings, which is not great. Not great. Why are you and Dr. Medusa against Second Amendment? A patriot must always be ready to defend his or her country against his or her government. Pawan, like guns? Why are we against guns? I mean, Americans can do whatever they want. I mean, they can buy assault rifles in their malls and whatever and kill each other. I guess that's their right, I guess. School shootings karo, president ko assassinate karo, do all the things. यहाँ पे मत करना. I don't want this to happen here. No, I just don't trust Indians with guns. I don't. It's not great. No. Just because they're weapons and they are used to murder. That's why I do not like it. But again, Americans are Americans. They can do whatever. How young men in the West are getting radicalized towards the right by Andrew Tate, Elon Musk types. I already spoke about this, Rooster. Thank you. Shai Halud, hello. US voted for a convicted felon and serial sexual abuser, and India voted for a hate-mongering R. Baylor. Damn, what we world we live in. Yeah. Unfortunately, we do live in this world, and we have to deal with it. But seriously, I mean, like, America doesn't give a shit about sexual abusers and harassment and all the things. It's pretty clear now. Pretty clear that people don't give a shit about what he did in his personal life. That was not a factor. US public thinks Trump will be a deciding force in stopping the ongoing war in Gaza. They feel Biden has worsened the situation for Palestinians. I also think he would be a force which will stop the war in Gaza, but not in a way that we want him to. He will just ask Israel ki khatam kar jaldi se. That's what he's been saying. Finish it quickly. And then I think Israel is going to get more aggressive. Netanyahu is going to get more aggressive. I just have this weird, deep feeling, which is not going to be great for Palestine. It's not. I feel like that's going to get worse, unfortunately. And that is one thing that I'm very, very worried about. And the resulting wars that will start, which is like Iran will get pissed off, then that will start, then other countries will get involved. Yeah. Thank you for the 4 months, Ansi. Does today's result give you some hope in Indian electorate, given that we pushed down the right notch in our own accord without as much as an effort from the India bloc as Kamala had to make? Saransh, here's the thing. I mean, I always look at it as cyclical. So, like, I mean, people have been saying that, oh, look, everywhere around the world, the right wing is doing well. I would say that a few years ago, but I'm not so sure anymore because, like, you saw the results in France, UK, and all the things that happened. Here also, like, Modi went from, like, up ki bar, 400 par to 240. So, cut down to size, definitely. I feel like it's cyclical. Yeah. Like Biden ke time pe, I think people got pissed off with Biden, so now they chose him. Maybe they'll get pissed off with him and choose someone else. So it's like a pendulum. So we lived through different times, and I think we went through our period of that time. Now maybe it will shift that way, which is also not great in long term. Watch latest Veritasaram video related to politics. Okay, I will. Rachit, thank you for the support. India shifted towards BJP's conservative politics overall last year. US was extreme left in last few years. Good, it needed to balance it. Okay, fair. I mean, kind of similar to what I am saying, honestly. 70k ka shagun. Karthik, thank you. This will be so worse because he's animus. He's out to get revenge. Also, Elon is going to suck him dry and get him all the good stuff because he's having a say now. Oh, yeah. This I agree with. Elon Musk is going to suck him dry, and I feel like Trump is also going to suck Elon Musk dry. Oh my god, that sounds so wrong. Guys, sorry. That image is just horrifying, but you're right. ये थोड़ा like क्या बड़े मियाँ छोटे मियाँ टाइप होने वाला है ये. Feel there is an inherent problem with... Okay, yeah, this I answered. Nehal, thank you. Need to dumb down for TikTok folk generation to understand, which is rights? No, I don't think so. I don't think... people will know about laws and rights only when it affects them. I'm now of this strong opinion. Think about it. Like, if you are having a property dispute in your family, is only when you will look at property dispute laws. Otherwise, you can be a lawyer and look at other laws, but like that's your profession. But other than that, people usually stumble upon laws and everything on a very selfish level. So their rights are, people who need to be aware of their rights are aware of their rights without them wanting to be aware of their rights. Like, for example, Dalits, DBA community. They are being reminded of their identity on a daily basis wherever they go. So then they have to know their rights. It's a very selfish thing that they have to do. For us, upper caste idiots, we don't like face the same amount of discrimination. तो हमको हमारे rights दिखाने की ज़रूरत भी नहीं पड़ती. Because we have privilege on our side. So, yeah. Social media is well used to spread his propaganda. Citizens under 25 chose him as the president by 75% on polls, without similar to Modi ji in 2014. Okay. Sai, thank you for the support. Utterly baffling how one can cause an insurrection on a democracy and come back to win elections in the same democracy. Feels like any crime can be forgettable these days if you are fun on SM. Sai, here's the thing. You can commit crimes. You can, but then if people are holding you accountable, but then you make like a large amount of people believe that the people who are holding you accountable are doing it because they have some sort of vendetta towards you and not really being just, but you are the victim in this whole thing, then the people at large, if you weave a nice enough fiction, will believe you. Sai, learn the art of storytelling, my friends, and then kill your conscience like this and then go rampant on the world. That is what I'm learning, dhire dhire. I can't do it. I feel extremely hamstrung sometimes that I cannot go and do like what Ajit Bharti does or what Abhijit Iyer Mitra does or like Rahul Kanwal does, which is read a parody tweet and say that it's Modi ji and then come back as if nothing happened. No guilt, nothing. I don't have that superpower. I feel sad sometimes. It is a handicap in today's world. Ashwin, hello. Dems have lost the Senate and could lose the House as well. This leaves Republicans with all the power in the world to do whatever they please with no accountability, scaring types. Absolutely. I also pointed out Project 2025 is going to happen now. American government is going to change. The way it looks, the way it functions. Are we seeing chat question? I think एक poll ही लगा देंगे इसके बाद. Let me finish this. Consequences से यकीन उठ गया. विघ्नन. अरे why? आदमी बहुत बूढ़ा है. If you know what I mean. Oh shit. But then J.D. Vance will come, who is backed by Peter Thiel. Peter Thiel is a... Yeah, no. Partha, hello, thank you. Jason Shah from Hiramandi came out as a trumpet. Who is Jason Shah? I have no idea who that is, and I have never seen Hiramandi also. Nizvism, thank you for the support. WTF is happening. I've watched a few YouTube videos on Indian Americans. Most of them supported Trump. Is Maha leader supporters taking aka NRIs become transport to Trump? Okay, I had this question also, and our wonderful researchers have done something which you will appreciate. Indian American voter trends. Karan has made a document for us to figure out kaisa vote gaya. Okay, here's the thing. From this, it looks like Indian Americans had somewhat supported Democrats mostly. Partisan identity. Do you identify yourself as a Democrat? 47%. Independent is 26%. Now, I'm not saying these people might not have voted for Republicans, but there were openly Democrat Indians which were more. Republican 21%. Strong Democrat 31 and strong Republican 16%. Leaning is also there. Presidential vote choice for all citizens, percentage of respondent, Indian American attitude survey. This is Kamala Harris 60%, Donald Trump 31%, other do not intend to vote. So you know that Indian Americans, NRIs, look at this. Biden and Harris, thoda sa kam hua yahan pe, and this shifted. So there is definitely a move away from Harris to Trump, which we can see here. It did happen, but at the same time, I still think NRI Indians were kind of leaning Democrat. These are all surveys, friends. Carnegie Endowment for International Peace. This is 2024 Indian American Attitude Survey. And this is on a 714, I believe, sample size of US adult citizens. So then generally, these are all sample sizes which they use. Again, extrapolate karte. I don't know how much you want to believe this, but just saying. The reason why they will vote for Harris is that she will be a liberal progressive voice, younger candidate, centrist moderate voice, strengthen US-India relations was a big deal, past experience as prosecutor, woman, Indian American, multiracial, other, African American. Yeah, so that's the deal. I was going to ask a question which I forgot. There's so many things I have to do during the stream, no? I forgot what I was going to do. I was going to do a poll which I forgot. But let's look at this poll. Who do you support? Trump, 27%. Kamala, 28%. Arey? Look at the split. What is this? Don't care, 45%. I want to address the don't care crowd mostly. Don't care crowd, you should care. Okay, I'm not saying support. But thoda sa to you can care, no? Because it is going to affect all of us. Let's look at something Anti-Woman has sent. What is this? This just in, people who would not accept election result for 4 years now accept election results in 4 hours. This is true. This is what they were doing. Before this election, people were asking Trump whether he will accept the election results. And he was saying, oh, if I win, I accept it. If I lose, then maybe not. All Trump supporters were also saying it. Oh, if we lose, then they're cheating. If we win, then it's all good. So, see, here's the thing. One of the things that you can never expect liberandus and left people, I mean, not exactly like radical left if you want to call them that, but like just moderate liberal crowd to do is mountain insurrection. Can you imagine like a bunch of nerdy ass people going into like the Capitol going like, hey, Kamala Harris, don't certify the results. I just can't. I can't even imagine it. It's just a bizarre little thing in my head which will never happen. Because it is beyond our capabilities. It's just nahi hota hai, boss. Nahi hota hai. Bhakts in India are so happy as if उनको F1 और H1B visa मिलेगा priority में. During his last term, member of visas usually dipped. Oh, also, Partha, I agree, but also COVID की वजह से there were a lot of visas that didn't go through and there was a lot of backlog, and the backlog existed during Biden also. So consequently, the visas they were giving during Biden's time also like went for a while, didn't really increase. Now, I believe in Delhi, if you want a visa appointment, the waiting time is 347 days or something. It's ridiculous. Unless you have like a special catch in the US American embassy, whatever, जहाँ से भी लाए हो. If you want like a normal visa application, 1 साल. Delhi में. In Bombay and all, it's worse apparently. Hyderabad is 2 years. See, Hyderabad is 2 years. It's crazy. So then there are like some impatient people, bhaiyo or behno, who go there illegally. डुंकी करते हैं. Kamala Harris has the constitutional authority as presiding officer of the Senate to certify the election as invalid. I know! See, Langru, can you imagine a scenario where Kamala Harris now, at this point of time, is like, ja, nahi karti certify. Kya kar lega? Can you imagine that? If she does it, I would be like, oh, क्या हो रहा है? Somehow, I don't think she has the क्या बोलते हैं उसको? Attitude? No. She doesn't have the required attitude. The mindset maybe to do it. She just can't. Courage? It's not courage. Okay, if you're doing a shitty thing, I mean, that is a shitty thing to do. I mean, of course, it's not a great thing that she will not certify the results and all. It's not a great thing. That's cheating. Do you need courage for that? Or do you just need an attitude of, I don't give a fuck? Gall, gumption. Oh, yeah. Those are the chutzpah. Yes. Courage chahiye? Nah, I don't think so. I think courage is what is required to fight the establishment. I don't know. Maybe I have a different sort of definition of what courage and where it is required is, but I hear you. It's authoritative and it would be hypocritical. Again, hypocrisy की तो सीमा ही नहीं है अभी. Like anybody and everybody is hypocrite only. एक second. एक और था which I wanted to look at. Yeah. Chat, do you want to talk about tariffs first, or do you want to talk about dark funding, super PACs first, or do you want to talk about immigration? 3 options I give you. Funding, super PACs, public policy, which one? Dark funding, immigration, tariff. Liberals have morals. See, morals don't do well in this world, friend. Maro morals ko tumhare if you want to succeed. Okay, a lot for dark funding, lots of dark funding. Okay. Poll करे? Okay. So we'll decide the order accordingly. Okay, poll. Poll. Agree, poll. Wait, did I mistake this? Yes, I did. देखो, वोट करो तब तक हम चैट करते हैं थोड़ा सा. See the conspiracies tab till then? Okay, yes, let's do that. Till then, let's look at conspiracies. Okay, they are eating cats and dogs is what I was looking for. Yes, we found it.
In Springfield, they're eating the dogs, the people that came in. They're eating the cats. They're eating the pets of the people that live there. And this is what's happening in our country.
Look, okay, here's my question to you,
in
chat.
Springfield,
If you do this in public, can you do this in public? Like, do you have this level of confidence to do this in public? Where you're like making up shit and saying it during a presidential debate? Question 1. Second, if you are proved wrong and called out for it, do you apologize for it? Do you feel guilty about it? Third, if you can say it and if you don't feel guilty about it, third, do you do it more? Because there are no consequences. See, that's what you need to be made of nowadays, apparently, to win. This is like Thuk Jihad. Arey, Modi ji did another one, no? Recently in, where did he do this? Chat, like, correct me if he did it somewhere in Jharkhand, right? Where he said कि आपके बेटियों को चुरा के लेके जाएंगे. Like, first it was Mangal Sutra, then it was Bhais during the general elections. Now he's going to Jharkhand and saying that वो आपके बेटियों को लेके जाएंगे. कुछ भी हो रहा है. Jharkhand. Yeah, Jharkhand. Do we feel guilty about MMM? What is MMM? I don't know. Just saw news on TOI. Trump is signing executive order that Indian born in US are not to be considered as citizens. What? No, wait. Itne jaldi? No, he can't do it right now. He's the president-elect. Like, after he takes over in January is when the executive orders will start. That just sounds very shady, boss. ये क्या source लेके आओ तुम? Wait, I'll ask Trish. Trish, can you just check if this is true? Can you just see if this is actually happening? What Manas is saying, and put it on the dashboard. That is a troll. He doesn't get into office for some time. Yeah, of course. Like, I mean, I know that he can't do it right now. But then, like, did he say it? What is happening? Kuch bhi. Fake news na? हाँ कितना रे? क्यों कर रहे हो रे chat? Chat, देखो. The good thing about live streaming is that you can say things. I will be like, what? And then I'll immediately ask people to see if it's news or fake news. And they'll be like, no. Then I'll be like, हाँ ठीक है. That's how it works. Wait, Atharva is giving a TOI link. Okay, there is something coming, friends. There is something coming which Atharva has put in. ये क्या है? One of the top priorities of Donald Trump, who is likely to be incoming president in the United States, is to end automatic citizenship for children. If an executive order is passed going forward, neither of whom Indian citizens will not be eligible for automatic citizenship. Citizenship by birth to be curtailed by Donald Trump to impact 1 million Indians in green card queue. ये कब का है? किसी ने कम्युनिटी नोट भी डाल के रखा है. 6 नवंबर अभी आया है. H1B, L1B, E1B workforce has all legal paperwork to stay and work in the US and will not be impacted by this ruling as projected by the TOI article. Anchor babies used by illegal immigrants. Okay. Trump is going to put RFK Jr. in charge of the health department. Yeah, we already spoke about that. It's going to be kind of scary. MIT predicts world is on track to end by 2040. What? ये क्या है अभी? Now, don't pull my leg. Don't do this to me. Harris lost the popular vote. Republican Party has made gains in New York and San Diego. They have done 2 increased seats in city councils plus electoral college. See, I'm not even going into those numbers because honestly, don't care. But like he was winning, so we are looking at what is coming next. That is more important for us. Like for example, this H1B visa thing. But dude, guys, I don't know if you know this, but I have seen this. I've seen people I know do this, honestly, which is whenever they are pregnant or they plan to be pregnant, some couples are actually getting visas, going to work there, producing children there because they're American citizens. I believe, allegedly, A1 या A2 के लड़की ने भी यही किया है. Allegedly. मुंबईकर निखिल. अपन बैन हो गया क्या? नहीं, temp you're here. Crazy how Indian immigrants in USA are celebrating Trump as if he's going to curb illegal immigration even more. So I feel like Trump is definitely going to cut down on immigration numbers, by the way. Just saying. And since, oh wow, ठीक है, immigration is the most favorite topic right now, so let's talk about that only. Okay, immigration के बारे में थोड़ा बात करते हैं. There is just a second. ये क्या है? Look at this. Emissary is saying Indian American bonds in US are infamously known as being woke, but new data is pointing at US born Indians being more pro Trump than naturalized citizens. US born men lead the way here, which is I'm sure overlaps with the prior under 40 male data. Wow. ओहो, फिर तो मतलब वोटर्स पैदा हो रहे हैं ट्रम्प के लिए. Why will he stop? Let's see. Immigration था कहीं पे. This is tariffs. कहाँ गया वो? I was looking for that immigration thing. Yeah, Aitas is pointing to this. Let's see.
This morning, the Trump campaign.
Oh, guys, did you see this, by the way? Okay. Trigger warning. This was crazy. I did not, like, when I saw this, I was like, seriously? There is this guy, a roast comedian called Tony Hinchcliffe, who went to this giant MAGA rally which happened in New York, and he said some extremely racist things, by the way.
Distancing itself from comedian Tony Hinchcliffe after saying this about Puerto Rico at a Trump rally in New York's Madison Square Garden last night.
Like, I don't know if you guys know this, but there's literally a floating island of garbage in the middle of the ocean right now. Yeah. I think it's called Puerto Rico.
The campaign says this joke does not reflect the views of President Trump or the campaign.
No.
Former President Trump taking the stage, painting the country as a failing nation, though government data says otherwise. Trump also unveiling a new tax credit proposal.
And I'm announcing a new policy today that I will support a tax credit for family caregivers who take care of a parent or a loved one. It's about time that they were recognized, right?
Vice President Kamala Harris proposing a similar plan weeks ago.
There was this immigration thing of... I lost it, friends. I think I lost it. Or did I read it somewhere else? There are some readable links here, how US immigration laws and rules have changed through history, etc., which you can look at when I make this public. But there is this one particular thing I was looking for, which I think I have lost. I think I have. Inflation. No, this is to eating cats and dogs. There was something I forgot. Oof. Sorry, guys. Anyway, let's talk about immigration essay then, because I remember. It was this one clip I wanted to show you, where there is this debate that is happening between, I think, 25 people. So they do this, no? There's this channel called Jubilee, which has been doing these very interesting things where a Democrat will sit in the middle surrounded by 25 Republicans. So there was this clip I was seeing earlier by someone, I don't know. Like they did this. Pete Buttigieg? I don't know. But they were talking about immigration. What is interesting about immigration conversations in America right now is that, so Trump's side claims that there are, first it started with 2 million immigrants, right? 2 million, oh yeah, it was Ben Shapiro, I think. I think it was Ben Shapiro where they spoke about this, I think. Anyway, like I'm just giving you the context of what I saw. So there is like the Trump crowd, which is saying that, oh yeah, there are like 2 million immigrants. They started with 2 million. The number kept rising and now it is like some 21 million immigrants, right? Which are there illegally, right? What that crowd claims is that these immigrants are coming in and destroying America and causing crime and taking all the jobs, basically. So Trump came up with this policy that he's going to, first he started with build a wall, which was last time. Now he's like, no. Build a wall? No. Not just that. Now we are going to forcibly evict illegals. Detain and evict and throw people out of America because they are illegally there. And according to him, there are 21 million people who are there illegally. That's not a small number. So now what Trump wants to do is he wants to come in and he wants to start rounding up people and ask for their papers. So in border states and in different places in America, I feel like now you will see agencies coming in which will just see people around them, be absolutely racist about this and ask for papers, right? And if they are not able to produce it, problem ho jayega. So Friends, NRIs who are here, please carry your passport around. Just saying. और passport मतलब जो भी है, visa है, जो भी तुम्हारे papers है, please, I don't know if it will work, but let's hope it does. CA NRC, I know you are seeing CA NRC here. It's similar, yeah. एक थोड़ा बहुत similar है, वैसे ही है. Okay, so now that is the one thing that Trump has been saying. But the funny thing is that when Biden was in power, they had proposed a bill, right, which was supposed to sort of make it difficult to immigrate to America legally also. That's what some experts were saying, that the Democrats had proposed an immigration bill which will strengthen the border, which will make it more difficult to get inside America and get like visas and citizenships, etc., even more difficult. That's what Biden had proposed. And the Republicans opposed it. Okay. So it's like, ho kya raha hai exactly? Basically, what I think is happening is that because of the elections, this was like a big time rhetoric that was being used. But I do not doubt the fact that some action will be taken on this time. And unfortunately, I feel like one of the things that the TOI thing is hinting towards, which is they're going to make it way more difficult to get American citizenship now. Green card, whatever. H-1B visas, I don't know. But I feel like it's going to be just extremely difficult to do it. American, yeah. 21 million is almost 5 to 6% of US population. Exactly. So, and Hari, the funny thing is, he started a few months ago, I believe, sometime in July, August, where he said 2 million. And now, by the end of it, it had become 21 million. So, every time he spoke about this, he just kept adding like 2.11 million people. And the number just kept increasing. And people obviously believe him because कुछ भी बोलता है तो believe ही करते हैं. Look up economics explained. Okay. The border patrol or immigration cannot execute any general police powers. The state would need a vote to overrule it. Okay. So finally, West is aping India. Look how the turntables. Yeah, don't you get that feeling, Ritik? Absolutely. I feel like हमारे मोदी जी बड़े smart है. No, genuinely, I feel like Trump took some time to understand the system and how he can pull the levers and not pull the levers, etc. Modi ji, when he came in 2014, he came reggie, or at least half reggie. So he did a bunch of things like demonetization karke dekha, etc., GST, all the things. Then in 2019, Modi ji goes super saiyan. Super saiyan. Super saiyan. Super saiyan. And goes nuts. I think Trump का वो शुरू हो रहा है अभी. That saga is starting. They will never build a wall. It's sab jumla hai. They don't need to build a wall. Also, if they build a wall, they will lose like a good campaigning thing. Like, for example, the best thing that happened to BJP was the Ram Mandir. Right? The whole movement of the Ram Mandir. The worst thing that happened to BJP, I feel like, was the Ram Mandir being built. Because election issue chala gaya. Now they can't play with emotions anymore. Now the Ram Mandir is there. You can just go. So, वैसे ही wall maybe. They're building a wall? Oh yeah, Deepthi, I know they are building a wall, but I don't think they need it. Am I wrong to say this? That because even despite the wall, I believe like illegal immigration is still happening. Wasn't there a chart, friends, where guys, there was a chart of like there was this favorite chart that Trump showed at his rallies about immigration numbers. I was trying to look for that also. I can't find it. Again, it was there somewhere. If anyone can tell me, guys, anyone who is online, please help. Agenda 47, birthright. Okay. Day 1, executive order ending citizenship for children of illegals and outlawing birth. Whoa. Okay, ये तो March 30th का है. Let's see.
Joe Biden has launched an illegal foreign invasion of our country, allowing a record number of illegal aliens to storm across our borders. From all over the world they came. Under Biden's current policies, even though these millions of illegal border crossers have entered the country unlawfully, all of their future children will become automatic U.S. citizens. Can you imagine? They'll be eligible for welfare, taxpayer-funded health care, the right to vote, chain migration, and countless other government benefits, many of which will also profit the illegal alien parents.
Yeah, he calls them aliens, illegal aliens. Immigrants, aliens.
This policy is a reward for breaking the laws of the United States and is obviously a magnet helping draw the flood of illegals across our borders. They come by the millions and millions and millions. They come from mental institutions. They come from jails, prisoners. Some of the toughest, meanest people you'll ever...
They come from Gujarat also. Sorry, was that inappropriate? It's actually a factual joke at this point of time, right? It is.
See, the United States is among the only countries in the world that says that even if neither parent is a citizen nor even lawfully in the country, their future children are automatic citizens the moment the parents trespass onto our soil. As has been laid out by many scholars, this current policy is based on a historical myth and a willful misinterpretation of the law by the open borders advocates. There aren't that many of them around. It's amazing.
Even in his edited videos, he sounds very unhinged. No, it's crazy. Someone was saying, isn't that how America was built? Exactly my point. The entire point of America is that people go there to live the American dream. Oh, I have to say something about the American dream, okay? I now believe, earlier I used to believe that, like there were like these immigrants from, let's say like Southeast Asia or somewhere, like Indians who are just going there. They're finding jobs, right? They're earning their monies and then they're sending monies back and then immigrating the family there, building a wonderful life because it is the American dream. Which is you go there, you make a life for yourself, you rise, you increase your standard of living. I mean, it's just a good life. That's the American dream. I now feel that was a lie, chat. I feel like this is the American dream right here, standing in front of you. The Donald Trump is the American dream, which is you can do whatever the hell you want. You can do crimes, you can harass women, you can do fraud, you can do insurrection, you can go bankrupt, you can fail at running businesses, you can be an absolute liar and psychopathic person, become president, lose, do crazy shit, like cause a riot, whatever, then not get punished for it, become president again. Basically, that is the American dream, which is you do whatever you want, there are zero consequences to your action. So it's not about this little dream of like going to like a New York or a San Francisco and then एक छोटा सा job कर लेंगे, फिर we will rise in the ranks, then we बच्चे पैदा करेंगे and family बसाएंगे. हट, क्या छोटी सोच है तुम्हारी? This is the American dream. This one. And yes, that country was built on immigration. That entire point of America is immigration. The whole reason why it is such a great country is because of this melting pot of cultures and everything. And then people go to study there. They do like extensive brain drain from all around the world. All the smart people are just sucked into that environment to make it. And then that's America. That's why they're great. And Trump wants to stop that. आपका मेल्टडाउन आर पार है फुटबॉल ये आ गए अरे कोई है क्या और मेल्टडाउन वाला है क्या कोई जो है वो अभी इस पे क्या मेल्टडाउन होगा भाई मेरे को क्या फर्क पड़ रहा है मेरा वीजा ऑलरेडी कैंसिल हो चुका है एक बार आई कांट गो अपेरेंटली बट हियर्स द थिंग फ्रेंड फुटबॉल जिसको बोलने के मेल्टडाउन आई डोंट सपोर्ट ट्रम्प एट ऑल आई मीन व्हाई वुड आई इट्स अ डम एस he won sure great for Americans I guess who voted for him उसको मेल्टडाउन देखना है ओ गाइस मेल्टडाउन हो रहे हैं बट बाय द वे ऑल अक्रॉस द बोर्ड if you go to like Destiny stream or Hassan stream or Wash or all these other streamers America में streaming culture काफ़ी है so you can go and watch meltdowns there they will give you a better meltdown than what you would expect from me because honestly मैं थोड़ा सा distance से देख रहा है ना इसको तो इतना impact नहीं आ रहा है like as I said if this was general elections so you would get to see my meltdown I would happily do meltdown for you if Modi ji did 400 par like for example Maharashtra elections mein if I don't think I'll have a meltdown honestly for that also although it is my state I'm not I don't know meltdown होगा क्या देखेंगे but तब आना जो भी जिसको भी देखना do you follow Wash I do watch some of it America belongs to the Red Indians. Literally everyone. There is an immigrant, including Trump and his ancestors, by his definition. Exactly, Rahul. Exactly my point. Country has been built on immigration, and this guy is like, "No, ab nahi chahiye."
Who wants this? Who wants to have prisoners coming into our country? Who wants to have people who are very sick coming into our country? People from mental institutions coming into our country. And come they will. They're coming by.
Tesla stock rises 14%. Someone else also said this. Trump's chart. Thank you, Karan. I'll just take a look at this. Real immigration story.
You need to watch this video. It shows that Biden and Harris actually secured the border. This is Kleiber. He's an undocumented migrant trying to get into the US. He's literally at the border, but he's decided he's not going to cross illegally. Instead, he's just swinging in a hammock, telling other potential migrants they shouldn't cross either. I mean, it makes no sense. He's traveled thousands of miles to get here. Why isn't he crossing? It's because Biden and Harris pulled off what Trump could only dream of. They built an invisible border wall.
Whoa. Okay. Interesting. I'm not going to watch this whole thing because I'm afraid of New York Times and their copyright strikes. But please put that in. Seems interesting. Okay, here's the chart on illegal immigration that Trump was talking about when shot. Borderline. Okay. Yeah, this is the one. So, border encounters monthly totals by Border Patrol and ports of entry. This is 2012 DACA announced. This is 2014 Obama declares humanitarian crisis. This is 60K. Obama detention program 2015. Then this is 2019. Wait, Trump came to power in 2016 here. Then what is this? MPP begins. Oh, these are encounters. Huh. So this is 120K encounters. Biden announces deportation pause. And then it goes nuts. Wow. minors, families, single adults, and 42 something. Illegal aliens at the southwest border from 2012 to 2024. That's the chart he's been showing everywhere. So basically his point was that after Biden came to power, the encounters on the borders increased massively. But the reason why encounters might have increased, which I think is what the New York Times thing is saying, there are a few articles on this also, is that Biden and Harris, Biden primarily, actually managed to make the borders more secure. And that's why the encounters increased, which is they kind of managed to stop way more people from coming in than it was possible earlier. And that too during COVID. Now, COVID was a big factor, okay, during this for immigration, illegal immigration especially, because a lot of people tried to get into United States during that time. And also a lot of people were escaping from the virus and a lot of other things and distress and all things. Also wars happened. So Biden ke time pe there was more people trying to get in, but then they were also managing to stop them. That's why the encounters increased. So he keeps showing this chart saying that, oh look, मेरे टाइम पे तो हो ही नहीं रहा था, बट एक्चुअली तेरे टाइम पे शिट चल रहा था. तेरे टाइम पे इट सीम्स लाइक दे वर नॉट एबल टू स्टॉप इट, और द नंबर ऑफ पीपल ट्राइंग टू गेट इन वाज लो. बट व्हेन दे केम टू पावर, द migration increased and they were able to stop more people, so encounters increased. That is the logic. There is a reason I'm very happy Trump won, is I can see half of Gujarat celebrate his victory and then cry because their family will get deported. Thank you for the 9 months, Ritvik, but लोगों के sadness पे हंसते नहीं है. I laughed. I'm sorry. But Bucks in India are so happy. Gold Roger is saying this loss is a stark indication that the left is truly orphaned in 2024. Worker rights and social democracy lost. We are speedrunning techno-feudalism. Gold Roger, I wouldn't say that is true for all across the world though. Again, like America may, it seems like it is downsliding, clearly. But India may, I think we are seeing a resurgence of social democracy. Honestly, I think we are. And I think we'll do better. थोड़ा hope है मेरे को India से अभी. And I feel like when we talk about the tariff right now, we will discuss this also about how we are going to benefit from the whole thing. Because I do feel like we are going to benefit. If NRIs now say कागज नहीं दिखाएंगे, then major respect to them. oh, yeah. CA NRC feels आ रहा है. Okay, immigration ho gaya. Now let's talk about tariff plans. Oh, that's 27%. Dark funding is third number. Don't think bucks par hasna is okay. So-called leftist, I feel that is morally correct. Okay. It's been a while since I have been here. Your in-depth and comprehensive analysis are much appreciated. Thank you, IP. Much appreciated. Thank you. Guys, please do consider liking this stream and supporting this stream and doing the good things. I will much appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, Hasna is okay is what boring humans as something was saying. Okay, fine. Fair enough. Okay, let's move on to tariff plans. Tariff plans. Okay. यहाँ पे, friends, guys, do you know what a tariff is? If you don't know, please say hi. I will quickly explain the concept of a tariff because then I want to show you something.
Is the
बहुत इमिग्रेंट्स है इधर ऑलरेडी और नहीं चाहिए. सॉरी शिवानी, एक बात बोलूं, बुरा मत मानना, ओके? बुरा मत मानना. आई फील लाइक अमेरिका हैज अ लॉट ऑफ लैंड एरिया एंड इट कैन अकोमोडेट अ लॉट मोर पीपल. इंडिया देखो, डेंसिटी देखो हमारा, लेके जाओ यार कोई लोग. Like let them live there properly, no? Like I mean, standard of living is more, all the things, land इतना बड़ा है जो चुरा चुरा के लिया है पूर्वजों से, all the things. ज़्यादा नहीं है तुम्हारे पास. I feel like you are very privileged. थोड़ा बढ़ाओ डेंसिटी USA का. They don't need 300 homes in 300 square kilometers land. Exactly. I mean, like, thoda to badhao yaar. What is this? Selfish people. So there are a few people who don't know what tariffs are. Americans can't feed themselves. What? Red Indians के बदले Indians ले लो, पाप धो लो. Exactly. Thank you. Very good point. डेंसिटी बढ़ा है अबॉर्शन बैन करके. Oklahoma is empty. See, you find empty states and then put people there. Grow your towns. Immigrants are great workers. हमारे लाइफ में कोई वर्क लाइफ बैलेंस ऑल्सो वी डोंट हैव. पीपल हु आर लिविंग इन अमेरिका, NRIs, हियर मी आउट. थोड़ा तुम्हारा काफ़ी प्रिविलेज है, ओके? बट वी विल कम टू कंट्री, your country, and work hard. We will try to do the American dream, and we will have no work life balance and no life, and work for cheap and not complain. We will be grateful as Indians, okay? So please help your fellow brothers and sisters of India. Like help us here to reduce and you take and improve their lives. It's a great exchange. Trust me on this. Yeah, Trump type white people are not going to do the work, okay? They're not. All these people who cut grass and like do like all the things. Just what is this? Don't you want like random workforce? Take your job and do it better. Exactly. और तुम लोग capitalist हो. तुम लोग capital मजे करो ना. Model minority. Yes, Umbele, that's a good word. Learn model minority. Okay, let's talk about tariffs. Tariffs is basically like a very simple flat sales tax. Okay, what Trump is suggesting is that all the things that now come into America, all the imports that are done in America will have a flat 10 to 20% tariff. Now, tariffs are, well, they're rarely used nowadays in modern economy. There are other ways to do it, like sanctions, etc., whatever. But tariffs are basically a way for a government to control a specific market for a specific product, right? For example, like, let's say the American government sees that China has been sending a lot of steel to America, and with such an extent that it is cheaper than the market price in America. So people in America are producing steel, it's a certain cost. China is sending that steel and it's cheaper, so then people are preferring Chinese steel, which means the American businesses are suffering. So what government will do is they will impose a tax on this, a flat tax on this, which will increase the price of the steel, which will take it above American, like made steel, which means इनका demand कम हो जाएगा और American का demand बढ़ जाएगा. But that is how it is ideally supposed to theoretically work. It doesn't work that way. You know why? Capitalism. Capitalism is amazing because what happens is China gives steel. Now you put tax on it. Now, tax की वजह से steel prices increase, right? What happens is that you would think that, oh, now people will buy American steel. No, Americans will be like, oh, if this is now the cap, if there is a demand here now for this steel, they will also increase the prices. So now the tariff steel and the American steel can become like the same price or a little bit less, but almost the same, because the steel makers will want profits. Now, steel is being used to make cars and other things. So then the price of everything else also goes up. So according to certain studies and economists, because of Trump's tariff plan, Americans are going to pay approximately $1,700 more annually on things that they buy. That's basically the logic. Now, one thing that Trump is doing especially is that he's saying that anything that comes from China especially will have 20% and 60% tariff, which means 80%. Anything that comes from China will have 80% tariff. Not kidding. That's crazy. Okay. 80% tariff. But I feel like it might benefit us if that actually happens. Because if Trump imposes this crazy tax on everything from China, which means that all the Chinese goods ka price will go up in America. So it will not only benefit the domestic people who will try to fill the void of the demand, but maybe it will benefit India also. That was what I was thinking until I saw this, because Trump ka plan with India is not great.
I would say probably the toughest, but there are a lot of tough. You know what's very tough? European Union, our beautiful European countries, wonderful, wonderful. If you add them up, they're almost the size of us. They treat us so badly. We have a deficit. I said to Angela Merkel when she was there, she's not there anymore, I wonder why, but when she was there, I said, Angela, how many Chevrolets do we have in Berlin? Why, Donald, you have none. We have deficits that are crazy, and we're not going to have them anymore.
Oh my God,
we're
why
going
is
to
this
put
so
tariffs
shaky?
on them, and they're going to do, and you know what they can do? The Mercedes-Benz will start building in the United States, and they have a little bit, but you know what they really are? Assembly, like in South Carolina. But they build everything in Germany, and then they assemble it here. They get away with murder because they say, oh, yes, we're building, because they don't build cars.
Oh my God, please stop shaking it so much. Oof. That's so annoying.
They take them out of a box and they assemble them. We could have our child do it.
Can we come back? Let's come back to the Europeans in a second. What about consumers? People out there?
They're going to be the biggest beneficiaries.
Yeah, critics say your tariffs will end up being like a national sales tax.
Nope, the countries will pay.
If you have America at the moment has $3 trillion worth of imports, you're going to add tariffs to every single one of them. That is going to push up the cost for all those people who want to buy foreign goods.
Now, what's going to happen?
Simple mathematics, President Trump.
It's not. Yeah, it is, but not the way you figured. I was always very good at mathematics. Yes. Let me tell you, you're saying $3 trillion. Those companies, and they don't have to pay. And the higher the tariff, the more likely it is to have them come into the country.
The higher the tariff, the more you're going to put on the value of that piece, those goods, the higher people are going to pay in shops.
Ready? The higher the tariff, the more likely it is that the company will come into the United States and build a factory in the United States. So it does.
Now, this is what he's selling. It's not true. It doesn't work that way, but he's still selling it.
Doesn't have to pay the tariff.
That will take many.
No, it will go quickly. Years. In fact, I'll tell you. You know, there's another theory is that the tariff, you make it so high, so horrible, so obnoxious that they'll come right away. When I do the 10%, 10% is really, first of all, 10% when you collect it is hundreds of billions of dollars. The numbers that you're talking, all reducing our deficit. But really, so there's two ways of looking at a tariff. You can do it as a money-making instrument, or you can do it as something to get the companies. Now, if you want the companies to come in, the tariff has to be a lot higher than 10%, because 10% is not enough. They're not going to do it for 10. But you make a 50% tariff, they're going to come in. Let me tell you the other thing about tariffs that's great. Our steel companies, as you know, 3-4 years ago, they were all when I was in office, I saw.
Oh my God, okay, stop. No. Where is the part about India?
It was a great business many years ago.
That's the Nippon Steel, as you know.
Yeah, I wouldn't let it be so. But I would stop it if it hasn't been completed by the time I'm president, because I think it sets a horrible tone. But I had a lot to do with steel. We were going to lose all our steel companies because China, as you remember, was dumping steel at levels that nobody's ever seen before.
Yeah.
And I put a 50% tax on that.
He did.
And a tariff on that. All dumped steel. And it was also bad steel.
And as a result of that, the prices of everything went up in America, by the way. Because he put a tariff on 50% tariff on steel, prices of everything went up in America, and it kind of didn't work.
What they call dirty steel wasn't good steel, which is a bad thing for structural components of buildings and planes and things like that. They were dumping crap into our country. And I put a 50% tariff. I started at 25. I raised it to 50 because the 25 didn't quite do it. I raised it to 50, and that did it. They stopped dumping steel. And I saved our steel mills by having that. We saved it. We saved.
And also it started a trade war with China, which was also not great.
Our steel. Now, what was left, because we've lost so much. But there are certain companies you have to have. There are certain things you have to have. Steel, you have to have. If you go to war, you know, there's a possibility you go to war. I kept us out of war. I was the only president in 82 years.
Oh my God, can he not like complete one thought and then move on? Just it can work if there is a pre-established base for manufacturing labor skilled in that area. Tariff on foreign cars work in India because we have robust auto sector. So agree. So what will happen is, so if you put tariff, the assumption is like what he said, that if you put tariff on, let's say, steel, and steel is essentially coming in from China earlier and now it stops coming, so that will create a demand void in the country that you are, which is America. So his logic is that now people will build factories to make steel. But it's not that easy, because the people who are making steel also have to be skilled in making steel. You have to have the machines, you have the equipment, you have all the things. So that's a giant investment. Not everybody can do it, right? You need to have supply chains in place and all the things. So it's not like you just magically have factories come up from anywhere. It just doesn't work that way. But I guess, yeah.
Kept you out of a war, except I defeated ISIS, but I inherited that war. There were no wars. And by the way, and I think it's very important, we can go, you know, I call it the weave. You can call it, you have the weave as long as you end up in the right location at the end. But while we're talking about it, we have never been so close to World War III as we are right now. With what's going on in Ukraine and Russia and the Middle East.
Well, let's.
I had no wars in the whole world. Think of it. And I talked about, and I knocked out ISIS in a matter of weeks.
You got some credit for effectively saying that there was a Cold War against China. That's what the whole problem with tariffs.
A very stupid country. They can't believe that this.
First about foreign policy.
Yeah, I'll do that.
How does it help you take on China?
It helps
turning all your allies against.
Tremendously, because China thinks we're a stupid country. A very stupid country. They can't believe that somebody finally got wise to them. Not one president, Bush, Obama, Barack Hussein Obama, have you heard of him? Not one president, think of it, not one president charged China anything. They said, oh, they are a third world nation, they're developing. Well, we're a developing.
So there is this one part which I'm looking for. Indian goods. इसी में है क्या? Chat. Is there like a ये? इसी में कहीं तो भी.
Developing nation too. Take a look at Detroit. Take a look at our cities. We're a developing nation. We have to develop more than they do. We'll see too many like him. And he got very sick and he had to take off. And then he was actually making a comeback. He was going to make a comeback. Because I can't believe, I wouldn't tell the story if he was alive actually. He said,
my God, it is so difficult to find things in Trump things. Good Lord. Wait. Detroit economic.
Perhaps the most important element of my plan to make America extraordinarily wealthy, again, has to do with reciprocity. It's a word that's very important in my plan because, you know, we generally don't charge tariffs. I started that process. It was so great with the vans and the small trucks, et cetera, I told you about. But we really don't charge. I mean, China will charge us a 200% tariff. Brazil is a big charger. The biggest charger of all is India.
Yeah.
India is a very big charger. We have a great relationship with India. I did. And with especially the leader, Modi. He's a great leader, great man. Really is a great man. He's brought it together. He's done a great job. But they probably charge as much. I mean, I think they probably charge more than, in many ways, China. But they do it with a smile, you know. They do it sort of a nicer charge. They say, oh, thank you so much for purchasing from India.
Harley Davidson came to the White House a long time ago during my second year, and I met with them. And they were based, I guess, in Wisconsin. And I said, how's business? Good, good. What are the bad countries? Well, India is very tough, and they gave me some others. Why? Tariffs. I said, what are they? And they said like 150%, some massive amount. I said, so you sell many motorcycles? And because you think people want to buy a Harley, right? Anyway, no, we sell very few in India, but they want us to go there. They said, if you go there and build your plant there, we're not going to charge you anything. I mean, you can do whatever you want. I said, I don't like that. And lo and behold, I see they went and they built the plant, and now they do their business with India. They probably do it outside of India, too. Plenty, They built a very big plant. Many countries, they do that. And then all of a sudden you hear that they're leaving Milwaukee or they're leaving wherever they may be located.
Yeah.
It's very sad to see it. And it's so simple. I mean, this isn't like Elon with his rocket ships that...
See, that's accurate. We have been doing that, by the way, because that is actually China's strategy also. So it is our strategy also, which is make in India is not great for America. If you think about it, it is actually bad for America. Because if you have like Harley Davidson who wants to sell motorcycles here, right? We are like, if you want to import like a motorcycle, we will put like a giant tax on it. But you know how you can save yourself from that tax is if you build a plant here. We will give you like SEZW land. We will give you like special benefits. Our government will help you set up your factories or whatever manufacturing plants here, right? You make the product here, right? Tax nahi lagega, tariff nahi lagega. And then, people like Harley Davidson will say, theek hai, I guess incentives are okay. So as a business, it makes sense because people here also buy Harley Davidson. So why not? Make in India is great for us. Make in India is bad for America. Because making things in America is expensive compared to making things in India. So companies will be like, oh yeah, let's go to Vietnam, let's go to India, let's go to China to nahi, let's go to like Southeast Asian countries somewhere, Bangladesh, whatever. Yeah, he wants to stop that. So, you get it.
Land within 12 inches on the moon where they wanted to land. Or he gets the engines back. That was the first I realized. I said, who the hell did that? I saw engines about 3-4 years ago. These things were coming cylinders, no wings, no nothing. And they're coming down very slowly, landing on a raft.
Also, he randomly starts talking about Elon nowadays. Like, just randomly. Like, I don't know what context. He just keeps talking. Oh, look at his rocket. It comes down so well. Like this. I've never seen like this.
In the middle of the ocean someplace with a circle. Boom. Reminded me of the Biden circles that he used to have, right? He'd have 8 circles and he couldn't fill them up. But then I heard he beat us with the popular vote. I don't know. Couldn't fill up the 8 circles. I always loved those circles. They were so beautiful.
What is happening?
They were so beautiful to look
Aage
at.
badho.
The person that did them, that was the best thing about the level of that circle was great. But they couldn't get people, so they used to have the press stand in those circles because they couldn't get the people. Then I heard we lost. Oh, we lost. No, we're never going to let that happen again.
Bhai,
we've been abused
Aage.
by other countries. We've been abused by our own politicians, really more than other countries. I can't blame them. We've been abused by people that represent us in this country. Some of them stupid, some of them naive, and some of them crooked, frankly. But interestingly, it's often those allies that we consider to be friends that have been the greatest abusers. We have some great abusers. I'll give you an example.
So yeah, here's the thing. He sees what we are doing. I have to say this. We as a country think we are very smart. I mean, every country thinks it. And we should. I mean, we should be confident about our own smartness. One of the persons who thinks they are extremely smart is our foreign minister, Jai Shankar, right? And of course, Modi ji. By extension. Now, what they thought, which is a great strategy, and I've seen this happening, is they know Trump loves crowds. So what does Modi ji do whenever he goes to America when Trump is in power? He fills a stadium with NRIs. Like BJP's overseas friends of BJP is activated. He gets like a giant crowd in a stadium, calls Trump, and he does that whole rally. I think he did it twice now. And Trump is floored. Okay, Trump is floored and is like, oh my god, Modi ji, best friend, amazing, like all the things. Now the thing is, हमको लगा कि हम इनको चूतिया बना रहे हैं. Which is a legit thing to do, honestly. Like लगता था कि ये आदमी थोड़ा सा नहीं है इसमें, दिमाग में नहीं है कुछ. And we were like, oh, we will take advantage of this. Like, that's what he is now realizing. I feel like he's gotten a little smarter. Now he's like, oh, look, I see what they are doing. I see what the Indians are doing. And now I'm not going to fall for it. And now I'm going to have tariffs. And now he's saying like, oh, all of these people who were our friends, actually they were not our friends. They are actually like thinking of their own benefits. So why shouldn't we think about our own benefits? That is what is happening here. The tariff thing is going to be freakishly interesting over the next few years, I feel like.
European Union sounds so nice. The European Union of countries. Oh, it's so nice. They're brutal. We have a $200 billion deficit with them, now higher than that, 250 something. And like I asked at the time, Angela, how many Chevrolets?
Martian coders, I know it's MAGA time, but please don't spam. I request you, please don't spam. If you want to talk in sentences. People here talk in sentences and vocabularies. They don't spam. Please.
Do we have in the middle of Berlin? Oh, I do not know. Perhaps none. You're right, Angela. You're right. How about Frankfurt? How many do we have? How many Fords do we have in Frankfurt? Oh, I don't think any. And yet they send their cars to us like a bunch of dummies we are. BMW, Mercedes, Volkswagen, by the millions and millions and millions. And we're not doing that. We're not doing that crap anymore, okay? Now they're going to have to play by our rules. They're going to have to play by our rules. But China, of course, was the biggest abuser. I mean, they were a professional abuser. They did things to us, and they go down as a developing nation. We are a developing nation. Well, we're a developing nation, too. Just take a look at Detroit. Detroit's a developing area, a hell of a lot more than most places in China. So we're not going to let this happen any longer. And I don't think it'll be possible for bad politicians to stop it. I don't think so, because we've suffered too long and too hard.
So essentially, one of the things that Trump is going to do is he's going to try and isolate America that way. And this tariff thing is going to be nuts. It's going to cause a lot of trouble across the world, I feel like. But I feel like we'll benefit. So maybe Trump is great for us. Maybe, just saying, maybe. But then if he's like standing by this line where he's like, oh, the most overcharger is India, and abhi ke liye he's like, China pe extra tariff lagao, which is great for us, because then it makes us a competitive market and we will be like, oh, has ke we will do things, which is a good way to do diplomacy, I feel like. He's identified it, but it's a great way to do diplomacy. The thing is, if at some point he flips midway like a year later and is like, oh, now I'm going to put like a tariff on India also, that is going to be a problem, because once you start going down that path, you don't know where you end, right? It can be problematic. But then हम वैसे क्या export करेंगे other than human labor? What do we export? What else? Friends, like I'm asking you, chat. Like, is there something that America really demands from us? Is there something? Clothes, textile, something? Food, pharma, beef, masala. Is it like giant quantities though? Software. Pharmaceuticals and petroleum products, okay. Clothes, engineers, of course, engineers, we do export engineers. वो भी तो कम करना है ना उनको, immigration कम करना है. Diamonds. हाँ, services, yes. Puran pori. Of course, puran pori. Khakra and dokla. Khakra and dokla gets exported with people. बैग में भर भर के लेके जाते हैं. No tariff on that. Serious question. Can you imagine Modi ji talking about the economy in this detail? WR website, I have to say this, Modi is way more articulate than this guy. For sure. Because it's randomly rocket के बारे में नहीं चालू कर देते वो कुछ तो. Like he's also a little rambly and slow. But at least थोड़ा articulate है. Alright. तुलसी एंड हल्दी. रजनीगंधा. रजनीगंधा पे टैरिफ. No, but now we want to build other things. वो iPhone का नहीं हुआ ना? Like Foxconn was going to come. I don't think that worked out. Like iPhone manufacturing plant or whatever. We are trying to do semiconductor also now. So let's hope that works out. No, actually, if we genuinely do like a semiconductor manufacturing business यहाँ पे चांदी हो जाएगी friends. करना चाहिए. That is one thing I want Modi ji to do for sure. Which is हमारे यहाँ पे थोड़े semiconductor factories खोल के थोड़ा सा करना चाहिए. But the problem is we don't have the technology to make like high-end semiconductors like Taiwan is making. We need to learn that. Unfortunately, we can't learn that because it is a very secretive technology that is only available in those plants. So we have to develop our own semiconductor technology, which will take years. And before we do it, they have done like 10x of that, and then we are behind. So it's a spiral. Just doesn't. Semiconductor is West Bengal, Biden said. Semiconductor in West Bengal. Huh, but like they're not transferring the technology, no? Semiconductor is not a big part of the pie. Watch Raghuram Rajan talk on this. Okay, and thank you for that. I will check it out. Okay. Okay, last thing I wanted to talk about was dark funding. Chat, are you ready for dark funding chats? Dark funding. आसमान में टेढ़ियाओं लाखों तारे हैं टेढ़ियाओं. Tesla stocks have risen. Before we go to dark funding, let's look at these. So they've been making nice charts also. If you are still not sure, maybe this will help. Inflation by administration, item name Trump. All these things, they made up shit completely because there have been fact checks on it. Inflation rates and everything. See, that's the thing. My thing is you need this confidence in life. This is the kind of confidence you need, which is like Donald Trump Jr. का confidence, who doesn't even need a descriptor on Twitter. देखो कितना famous आदमी है. He also like did like Middle East में peace deals and all. Abraham Accords and ये वो Saudi Arabia का बहुत best friend है ये. I do feel like being born in the Trump family must be a great thing right now, or being associated with them or married into it, because you get like a very exciting job. Like go to the Saudis and strike a deal with them and the United Arab Emirates, and also build a tower while you are at it. Trump Tower. मजा आएगा. Oh, that was Kushner. Sorry. Oh, ये इसने नहीं किया क्या? Donald Trump के बच्चे ने नहीं किया ये? Darth Nayak. Oh, I thought it was बच्चा. क्या रे? Okay. Let's do the dark funding thing. Friends, have you heard of this thing called super PACs? If you have, do nothing. If you haven't, please say hi. The super PACs. Never heard? Okay. Okay. Lots of people. Okay. Don't worry friends, मैं आपको एक नए कॉन्सेप्ट से इंट्रोड्यूस करने वाला हूँ which will blow your freaking brains out, okay? Because America has a shady way of doing political funding, okay? Like हमारे यहाँ पे you remember electoral bonds बहुत मजा आया था. Arun Jaitley sir, brain fart of Arun Jaitley sir, and he came and he said कि anonymous funding करेंगे etc. America में something similar happens, just in a very convoluted way, which makes it look more legitimate, but it's not. It's actually kind of shady how they do it. Political Action Committee. Yes, that's what it is. So, okay. So, super PACs, this is how it's written, by the way, friendos. This is what they are. Super PACs. You will see this happening. You will see this term being used in many places. This is Political Action Committees. 2010 they came in. They are independent expenditure only committees. Super PACs may raise unlimited sums of money from corporations, unions, associations and individuals, then spend unlimited sums to overtly advocate for or against political candidates. Okay, so this is basically how funding in America happens. Now there is another one. I forgot the section. Ek second. What is it? 501 E. क्या है ये? Chat, do you know what I'm talking about? 501. It's like this non-profit that you make. Wait. 501. 501c3. Yeah. I think this is the one. (501c4). There is this one particular, I think, organization. Okay, I don't remember the section, but okay. So I'll just where I was going with this is that so there are these super PACs, right, which are essentially these political action committees, which are collecting a shit ton of money. Right now, but they have to also reveal who is giving the money to the to FEC. क्या नाम है रे उसका? FEC. Federal Enforcement. Shit, why am I blanking on this? I forgot the section. Chat remind करेगा. Anyway, they're supposed to reveal the donations that they're getting from sources. SEC. Oh my god, why did I blank on that? SEC. Yeah. So they're supposed to give like information to the SEC for who is giving the donations about the super PAC. Now there is like another kind of not-for-profit that can be created through this section 501c3, which sort of lets you hide your name also. You don't have to reveal it. So now what billionaires have been doing is that they've been creating these not-for-profit organizations, which are then, they're giving like a shit ton of money to them. Then they are giving money to these political action committees. And these political action committees are allowed to spend an infinite amount of money to promote a particular candidate. So the people who have been getting most money from the super PACs have been the Democrats. Now this is the fun thing. Democrats are being supported massively by some liberal billionaires through their super PACs. But Trump Trump has also been getting a decent amount of money from these super PACs. And there is like a chart here which I wanted to show you, which has been made by Vignan. Yes, this is the one. Now, this is what dark funding looks like. Dark funding. This is Trump's campaign purse. Again, this is from Open Secrets. Yeah. Look at this. Donald J. Trump for President 2024 is a super PAC which is getting a maar diya machhar. Sorry. Which got about raised about close to $380 million. Chat 380 millions in rupees कितना है बता देना हाँ यहाँ पे. It will make us relate. Then there is Make America Great Again Incorporated. Then there is America PAC. Now this is Elon Musk's, by the way. The America PAC, which has given around 120 million. 120 million. Rupees. Dollar to rupees chahiye. How much is $380 million into rupees? Wow, whoa. What is this figure? 3,400 crore. Is that correct? Yeah, 3,200 crore. 3,200 crore. Holy shit, that's a large amount of money. See? 3,200 crore. Yeah. So this is 3,200 crore, which is being given by like Donald J. Trump for President 2024. Overall, they have raised somewhere around 381 million in the campaign committee, outside goods combined. So this is like 1.07 billion they have raised in money, which is Trump has raised. Kamala raised more, by the way. But look at this. And this amount of money is completely anonymous. I mean, like, people usually tell, but like mostly they are damn shady. You can't really track them back. Which means, who are the people who are giving all this money? Look at this. Committee to defeat the president. What is this? Disclosed donors, yes. Conservative carry committee, hybrid PAC, super PAC, 576. For, against. Okay. So you have to understand why all of these billionaires are also giving money to these candidates. And that is why the whole point of this is tied back to the point I wanted to make for this entire stream. One thing which I want you to understand is that who became the president doesn't really matter. Whether it was Kamala or whether it was Donald Trump. Because all these PACs, the people who are giving money through these super PACs are extreme rich billionaires who will change policies according to what they want. America has some very intense lobbying going on in Washington, D.C. The biggest lobby right now is the pharma industry, right? Which is screwing up their entire healthcare system. Essentially, they don't want the prices of drugs to go down, and they don't want like public healthcare to exist because the private healthcare system is way more lucrative. So about 60% of the total amount of people who are going bankrupt in United States are going bankrupt because of healthcare costs. And that is the result of pharma. The big pharma, which is running like some giant amount of lobbyists wahan pe, which are using these super PACs to support their favorite candidates, which are both of them sometimes, and their favorite senators and everything and sponsoring them. And then they make policies which are anti-people. The other big sort of lobby is the military-industrial complex. Basically, people who make weapons. Now, they are the ones who want wars to happen all across the world because they want to sell weapons. And also, they are the biggest supporters of the Second Amendment right. So, यहाँ पे कुछ लोग आए थे which were saying like, is the Second Amendment people still there? Is there anyone who supports that gun-toting Second Amendment thing here on chat? Because there were a few earlier. Yeah, Lockheed Martin is one of them, the weapons manufacturers. There is Boeing, there is right to carry guns. Raytheon, yeah. So one of the things that people who support the gun laws in America tend to forget is that guns are a product. You have to realize that. I mean, sure, they kill people and etc., which is bad. I hope you know that. Shootouts and all are bad. Assassinations of presidents are also bad. But the guns are products. So by promoting like this right to gun ownership, etc., they are making sure that more products are being sold in America. The per person gun ratio in America is some ridiculous. It's like 2-1 almost. The last time I saw. Again, please fact check me if I'm wrong. But the number of guns available in America is kind of ridiculous. Now, the thing is, American market can get saturated and not everybody wants a gun. So then they export. And they send guns to other places like Israel. Israel is a big client. So then Lockheed Martin, etc., will want wars to happen. Now, who will help them do the wars? Whoever is president. So then they want to be in a perpetual state of war because war is profitable for them. So the dark money also follows in this way, which is through the super PACs, they will support them, win their presidency, etc., and then they will extract favors from them, which is in the form of war, healthcare, keeping insurance prices high, not offering universal healthcare, keeping the drug prices high. Oil lobby is also one more thing which now Trump is apparently very excited about. Fracking. So all these places, all these people are what we call dark funding, dark money which is flowing into politics. The irony of the situation is that both Trump and Kamala opposed this during the campaign. They were like, oh no, the PACs and super PACs are so anti-American. Plus, Trump was especially pissed off because Kamala was getting more money. And Kamala was saying, oh no, this is all anti-democratic. The citizens have no voice. Only the billionaires get the voice. And both of them were taking money from super PACs. Both of them. Large amounts of money. I mean, their campaign was technically, they weren't getting it, but the campaign was. So bloody hypocrites. And it's just screwed up. It's screwed up, guys. It's screwed up. Fracking is a real thing. I thought it was just fiction. I saw it in BoJack Horseman. It is a real thing. They don't get money. Yeah, well, thank you for correcting me. They specifically don't get money from the PACs. These political action committees are supposed to spend the whatever money they have on the campaign. So they are the ones like, think of them as as the political party essentially. Like BJP is spending infinite amounts of money on campaigning during the 2024 elections, or Congress is doing it. Then, so technically Modi or the MPs are not getting the money. right? So that the money is being spent on their behalf to campaign. Similar things are happening in PACs where the money is being spent to do ads and campaigning and other things, and these people are basically benefiting from it. Play the free university clip from the conspiracies tab. Okay. Conspiracy tab. Conspiracies. Free university क्या है? Free university funding for which? Okay. What is this? Donald Trump just announced free education and it will be funded by suing deep state controlled woke universities. Hey? Sorry, what?
Under the plan I'm announcing today, we will take the billions and billions of dollars that we will collect by taxing, fining, and suing excessively large private university endowments, and we will then use that money to endow a new institution called the American Academy. Its mission will be to make a truly world-class education available to every American.
What?
Free of charge, and do it without adding a single dime to the federal debt. This institution will gather an entire universe of the highest quality educational content covering the full spectrum of human knowledge and skills and make that material available to every American.
I'm sorry, guys, is this an AI video? I was just looking at it also, like Niranjan I think spotted it also, but is this real? You can never tell, boss. Also, this Mario Nafwal fellow is like very. I don't know if this is real. It'll be so difficult to like. What? No, seriously, is this real?
Under the plan I'm announcing today, we will take the billions and billions of dollars that we will collect by taxing, fining, and suing excessively large private university education option for the people. It will be strictly non-political, and there will be no wokeness or jihadism allowed. None of that's going to be allowed. Most importantly, the American Academy will compete directly with the existing and very costly four-year university system by granting students degree credentials that the U.S. government and all federal contractors will henceforth recognize.
Nah, that doesn't seem real. I don't know. It is conspiracy, right? Yeah, it is conspiracy. Yeah, it is conspiracy. Yeah, I figured. ये मारियो नाफवाल ना बहुत नोटोरियस है ये. Nafwal, whatever, Nafwal. 1.7 million. He does like these like shady things on Twitter all the time. Rage baiter है ये. It's from his website. What? Okay. Wait, checking. Agenda platform. Seal the border. Deportation. Affordable. Large tax cuts. Country. No. एजुकेशन पे कुछ भी बोला क्या इसने? I don't think I see. That seemed fake. Okay. Agenda 47. Okay, let me see. Okay, checking. Oh shit, you're right. What?
In recent weeks, Americans have been horrified to see students and faculty at Harvard and other once respected universities expressing support for the savages and jihadists who attacked Israel. We spend more money on higher education than any other country, and yet they're turning our students into communists and terrorists and sympathizers of many, many different dimensions. We can't let this happen. It's time to offer something dramatically different. Under the plan I'm announcing today, we will take the billions and billions of dollars that we will collect by taxing, fining, and suing excessively large private university endowments, and we will then use that money to endow a new institution called the American Academy. Its mission will be to make a truly world-class education available to every American, free of charge, and do it without adding a single dime to the federal debt. This institution will gather an entire universe of the highest quality educational content covering the full spectrum of human knowledge and skills, and make that material available to every American citizen online for free. Whether you want lectures or ancient histories or an introduction to financial accounting or training in a skilled trade, the goal will be to deliver it and get it done properly, using study groups, mentors, industry partnerships, and the latest breakthrough in computing. This will be a truly top-tier education option for the people. It will be strictly non-political, and there will be no wokeness or jihadism allowed.
No wokeness or jihadism allowed.
None of that's going to be allowed. Most importantly, the American Academy will compete directly with the existing and very costly four-year university system by granting students degree credentials that the U.S. government and all federal contractors will henceforth recognize.
Wow.
The Academy will award the full and complete equivalent of a bachelor's degree. In addition, to help the 40 million Americans who have some college education but no degree, the American Academy will grant credit for past coursework at legacy institutions and give you the chance to complete your education at the American Academy for free and much more quickly than is now possible or available. This will be a...
Damn, dude. Damn. I know it's like an year old, but this is from the Vance Trump 2024 website, okay? So, agenda में ही था ये कहीं तो भी. One of the things. But wow, very interesting. New brainwash school institution dropped. You all think he's going to do shit? No, I know. I saw that. I mean, their campaigns start like a year ago, year before, and year and a half early sometimes. That's why everybody was like, oh, Kamala Harris got so less time to campaign this time. She got 3 months. Such a long time. All these liberal arts degrees are creating useless people who can't be employed and have tons of debt. Sid, nice to meet you, friend. Nice to meet you. I can guess you're not from a liberal arts college and you must be from STEM. Here's the thing about STEM, Sid. I know, don't want to sound hurtful, but तुमको ना सिड STEM वालों को ना बचपन से हमारे पेरेंट्स ने बता के रखा है कि you guys are the best people in the universe, right? Oh, if you top, if you do things, etc., you basically go into like engineering or medical, and you are like the top tier brains of everything, right? Then after you do engineering and medical and whatever, either you move out, emigrate, whatever, because that's the ideal middle class dream, right? Whereas people like who do arts and commerce are just chutias. You've been fed this in your head, friend. It's basically wrong, because it's unfortunate that you think this way, and our parents have made us think this way. If you want to understand what liberal arts people do, you need to actually talk to liberal arts people and have friends who are in liberal arts and also like study and do PhDs and everything and do actual research, which I don't think you will understand. So please don't say this. It sort of creates like a caste system in the education system also. And you have these shitty opinions which are not great. इट्स ट्रू. आप बातों के अलावा लाइफ में कुछ किया है क्या? सिड, मैं बताऊँ क्या? मैंने ना 7 साल पार्लियामेंट में काम किया है, ओके, एंड we've managed to build like a few roads for some people in like this very rural constituency in Odisha called Dhenkanal. We also managed to set up some nice greenhouses in like in Sikkim, which now allow orchid farming. It's like a very new thing. We did that also. Some other things that we did. Haryana mein, like I helped like a few, sort of run an NGO which helped some sexual assault victims and helped them like capture stories and did some journalism for them. ये सब चीज़ें भी मैटर करती है फ्रेंड्स, कभी कभी ऐसे लगता है ना, ऐसे लगता है कभी कभी. बट ठीक है यार, मतलब तुम लोग नहीं, यू कैन नॉट इमेजिन. इट्स ओके फॉर यू. आई थिंक you are the greatest people on the planet. You are the most smartest people on the planet. और हम तो बस ऐसे ही बैठे हैं यहाँ पे. तू भी तो यहीं पे बैठा है बे, यहाँ पे तू देख रहा है ना मेरे को. बातों के लिए पैसे भी मिल रहे हैं. कांट से द सेम अबाउट सिड की बातें. अरे क्या, छोड़ो ना, छोड़ो. It's okay. I don't want to like list the things I've done. I mean, these are just the top of my head. I wrote some speeches, did a few things. काफ़ी adventures किए हैं friends life में. काफ़ी adventures किए हैं. बताएंगे कभी बैठ के. कभी बताएंगे बैठ के. है ना? I'm not ODA someone. I'm not. Did you build the roads? Those construction workers and farmers are the real people doing the work. They have skills. Construction workers and farmers are not engineers, you dumbass. Construction workers and farmers might not be engineers either. They are laborers. They work with their hands. If you think that if you get an IIT degree and you are going and building the roads yourself, I'm sorry, you're a dumbass. That just doesn't work that way. I mean, sure, you guys design the roads, maybe material invent करते हो, ये करते हो, वो करते हो, but the actual process of रोड इधर से इधर बनाने का है, फिर उसके लिए फंडिंग किधर से लाने का है, फिर किस लोगों से बात करने का है, फिर गवर्नमेंट में किस सेक्रेटरी के पास जाके लिटरली 6 months के लिए डेरा डाल के बैठने का है ताकि वहां पे एक 15 किलोमीटर का रोड बन सके. that also matters, friend. ऐसी कोई ऐसे ब्रेन फार्ट करके ऐसे रोड नहीं आ जाता कहीं से, कुछ भी मतलब. Coming from STEM background, let me tell you, people earning less than security guards after graduation. Partha, you see, here's the thing, man. Like, I have no complaints against STEM people. I mean, I have engineers, architects, and doctors in my family also. I just don't like the fucking arrogance. I do not like that. I hate it. I hate the fact that it makes you so arrogant. Like, you are so arrogant that you do not look at any other skill sets around you. You do not look at any other people who are doing other stuff around you. Because तुम जो काम कर रहे हो वो बेस्ट काम है, बाकी सब जो काम कर रहे हैं वो चूतिया काम है. You know who else does this? Who else does this? It happens in the caste system also. This is like an educational caste system that we have created because we don't have enough, no? We don't have like a social caste system to deal with. तो एक education में भी थोप ही दो. सब STEM वाले बैठ के सबको ऑर्डर करेंगे और बोलेंगे कि अरे वी आर सो स्मार्ट, वी आर सो अमेजिंग, और तुम आर्ट्स कॉमर्स वाले क्या ही कर रहे हो. Fuck off. It's not arrogance, it's a reality check for you and it's painful. Okay, Sid, I think I am done talking to you. Bye. Bye. Go talk to an engineer. Go talk to a STEM person. They will do amazing streams. Talk to them. They will increase your knowledge about other STEM things because that is the only existence you need in life. Chomu आदमी. यहाँ पे क्या कर रहे हो यार? मतलब आते भी मेरे ही स्ट्रीम पे हो, गाली भी मेरे को ही मारते हो, मतलब यार. Anyway. Oh yeah, Ola bro. Oh, yeah, those are their models, no? Ola bro type people, Bhavish idiots. STEM guys forget that India is ruled by Modi and Jaishankar. Oh yeah, arts guys, yeah, of course. Modi ji did entire political science and Jaishankar did what in degree? History, right? From JNU or something. Oh, Nirmala Sitharaman is from arts also. Hey? Oh. एस चिल. अरे मैं चिल है रे, मैं बात कर रहा है लोगों से, चिल ही है मैं. Nirmala ji has MPhil. Oh, interesting. I want to bet that this Sid's highest qualification is bachelor's degree. Any further education involves reading scientific literature and involves huge creativity, be it science or arts. No, listen, I don't want to degree shame anyone. Again, see, he is the one who is degree shaming. I don't want to do that. Like, even if he is a bachelor's degree, a master's degree, whatever, that's fine. He did his thing. He has a skill set, but that doesn't give him the right to diss other people's skill sets. That's my limited point. Just because you did a certain kind of degree and education doesn't make you superior. It makes you skilled. It makes you someone who will get a job. It will make you someone who is producing something, creating something, becoming a, I don't know, citizen, whatever it is. But at the same time, it doesn't give you the right to diss other people for doing some other degree and gaining some other skills, no? I mean, it's that simple, friends. I mean, I'm just making a very limited point. Loving the deserved and long overdue STEM bro hate. Jasraj, I used to have hate in my heart. Honestly, I had like massive hate in my heart because trauma response. Because honestly, I have cousins who went to like IITs and NITs and all those fancy things. Throughout my life, I have been compared with them, right? When I took commerce, which I also sucked at, by the way. I mean, I sucked at school, I sucked at the degrees that I did, all the things. That was a constant reminder. Like I'm not special. I think all parents do this. Which is, if you take arts, commerce, something else other than engineering or medical, you're always reminded of it. You're being shown that, oh, tera wo cousin dekh, how they got into IIT, or how they went into this, and how they are now in the Americas, and how they're producing children there who are naturalized citizens, who will no more be naturalized citizens because of Trump, by the way. Just saying. Anyway, so all those examples are thrown at your face at all times, right? I used to hate that, and I started hating the people then. But I realized that I need to like sort of not do that, because unki bhi kya galti hai na? Like, I mean, they have also been indoctrinated into this thinking, which is so prevalent that, oh, tum ye karo to tumko success milega, तुम्हारा mediocre life mediocre नहीं रहेगा, all the things, American dream जाके जियो, those sort of bullshit ideas. It's not their fault. It's a systemic indoctrination. It is very sad. So getting angry at them doesn't work for me anymore. I mean, I would rather like try to explain in a way that they will understand. But if they continue doing chomugiri, then bugger off. बांग्लादेश का पीएम भाग गया देश से, बांग्लादेश के साथ रिलेशंस क्या बनेगा? की पीएम you mean? Oh, she's in Delhi. Yeah, someone leaked her address also. Why, I don't know. Proud STEM dude wished I knew commerce to learn about money and learn to save money and arts cause I love to write and music and want to draw. Just thought, why is it all separate? Saurabh, you make a very valid point, sir. But here's the thing. Learning commerce didn't make me good at handling money, by the way. I mean, I did half CA also. Didn't make me good at saving money at all. Saving money requires a different mindset, which has to be given by your parents. It doesn't like give education se kuch nahi hota hai. Arts, cause you love to write and music. Honestly, arts degrees agar karoge, so you will suck at writing and music probably, because then you will get like random things. The thing is, if you want like theoretical base and knowledge and want to get into a profession like CA or whatever, then you do these degrees. But what you described, friend, is something that you can learn by yourself. Trust me on this. How I learned to write is just by writing more. I've been writing since I was 16. Started with blogs continuously, as far as I remember, for these many years. Every week, at least once, I'm sitting down and writing at least 500 words. At least in a week. I mean, sometimes it goes overboard, like right now. But honestly, friend, just don't need a degree. Just do it. मैं म्यूजिक भी सीखने वाला है खुद ही इधर से यूट्यूब से. Thanks for your perspective and sheer entitlement they have solely owing to what they study. Caste system like just makes interacting with them annoying. Think beyond stock markets and infrastructure. Yeah, it can get very annoying. That's true. I mean, the arrogance really gets to you. Like the annoying, you know, like, oh, I am superior to you tone. That really gets to you. And that's not how you approach conversations. That's just not how you behave. Or at least I don't like people who behave that way with me. So it's better to try and engage. If that continues, then you're an ass. So screw you. Bye. Have you had any psychological help from a therapist before? If so, you could convince your audience to go for it. Anurag, I started therapy a year ago. Abhi kya chalu hai? November? Yeah, I think ek saal ho gaya mujhe. Yeah. A year ago. And the reason why I started therapy was because I was going through like a very shit time and mental health wise, and I kind of stopped talking for like genuinely. I couldn't have words coming out of my mouth, and that was the dire situation I was in and then I was like, kuch to gadbad hai, can't speak, and then I went to the therapist and then it helped. Usually हमारे यहाँ पे unfortunately होता क्या है इंडिया में that we don't take our mental health seriously. I still have difficulty taking my own mental health seriously. I've become a little better, but honestly, like until I had like such a severe thing, I didn't even consider going to a therapist. I was actually very avoiding it, like a plague, because I was like, oh, kya hi hoga types. Basically, I was also very afraid of it. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what, like I'm talking to a stranger and what if they hypnotize me? So many things in my head, random things. Got over it, but then I had to go through that process. I can't really like tell anybody to go to therapy, honestly. Like, I mean, if you need it, you will know. You're extremely skeptical about therapy. I was too. Now I'm warming up to it. I mean, it does help. Like it does help me like talk about a few things. And as my therapist says, treat it like a mind gym, which is a nice way to look at it. Like you go and you spend an hour talking about whatever you want, and it's like you're talking to yourself but also like getting some insight from a third person about yourself. It sounds a bit in self-indulgent, because it is, but after that I feel like I have a lot more things to think about and I know myself a little better. It does feel like that, so I would encourage trying therapy at least. One sort of thing you have to realize is that you might not find your match, like the therapist match, immediately. So try a few before you sort of settle on one, and you might settle on one, or like you can change one later, or like you can try someone else. काफी options hai. This has become a safe space to chill. Yeah, we're just chilling right now. Just chatting with chat, nothing else. Therapy is very difficult but can do wonders once you find the right therapist. Yeah, absolutely. मेरे लिए तो it did help. Absolutely. I endorse. I was a STEM purist, but then I saw Indian Vox Pops. Okay. Yeah, Alu has joined. Alu has come here. Side mein. Okay, are there any more questions? Loving the deserved and long overdue STEM bro hate. Yeah. We study STEM for becoming corporate slaves. So long. See what I mean? But then you study a lot of things to become corporate slaves. Yeah, you do. Unfortunately. Thank you for the 13 months, by the way. Much appreciated. Yes, thank you for the support. Skill India. I really enjoyed your presentation of Sansad Watch on News Laundry, and I'm happy to see you trying new things on your own YouTube channel. Thank you, Nazu. Thank you so much. Much appreciated. People voted Trump for inflation will be effed because of his plans of tariff. Increase in cost, mass deportation, high government spending, no healthcare benefits, no plans, housing crisis. It'll be funny to see. Yeah, I think so too. I mean, like, his economic policies are they're a bit. I'm not sure how they'll work out. Laughs in Indian customs taxes. I missed the streams last week. Happy to see you back. Hey, Umbele, thank you so much. Okay, और कोई questions है friends? You want to do like a quick AMA? I can do that. I can wait for a few more minutes if you want to talk. Otherwise, I'll go. Elon just posted news should come from the people, from those actually on the scene and those who are actually subject matter experts. What? Okay, wait. What? He said this? देख रहा हूँ एक second. Yeah, Elon को ढूंढो. Elon. What did he say? News should come from the people, from those who are actually on the scene and those who are actually are subject matter experts. हैं? Dude, Elon, थोड़ा चंपू है क्या रे तू? Does he not know how news works? Okay, guys, sorry, this I have to. What? Okay. Here's the thing about people who are on the scene and people who are actually subject matter experts, right? People who are on the scene, who witness something, right, might witness something, but they might not be good at communicating it. Subject matter experts might be good at something, right? For example, all the amazing things that our nerds have done here. Look at this. Look at this document that was prepared. Look at how Aitas has basically helped everything. And कहाँ गया रे? Sorry. इस साइड में और है शायद. Look at this. This was prepared by some excellent nerdy people, right? All of these nerdy people who have like different subject matter expertise in different things. The reason why I am the person who is doing this is because I am better at communicating ideas. I process information in my tiny little freaking head and I try to explain it to you in a way that you understand and also in a way that amuses you and entertains you. Okay. I know how to do like scripting, I know how to do shooting, I know how to do editing and how algorithms work and how things work. All those skills are important to give the news. What Elon seems to think is that giving the news is no big deal. It is a big deal. It's tech bros, STEM bro, tech bros. Again, see, he doesn't respect any other skill, na? Like that's the thing. Like giving the news, हाँ तो कोई भी कर लेगा. Fuck off. कोई भी कर लेगा, it seems. Dumbasses. It just seems like America hates women candidates. Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, out of everything, the meta commentary here is that थोड़ा sexism तो है अमेरिका में. It's a big deal to someone who has social anxiety or stage fright. Big deal for what, Sushmita? I didn't get the context. You need skills to maintain objectivity in news. Oh yeah. So even if it's not about objectivity, it's just about plain communication, right? Like, I mean, like the way I say things versus the way someone else says things, it's different. That's the whole point. Has the fall of USA started? Oh yeah, that's the other poll I wanted to do. Okay, let's do this poll, this final poll I wanted to do. Is the American empire almost over? Yes, no. I've been thinking about this also. Like I feel like the American empire is in a bit of a trouble, friends. थोड़ा सा तो trouble में आ रहे हैं अभी धीरे धीरे. It like, see, again, when an empire falls, it never really goes away. Like when the British fell, when their colonialism stopped, and they got battered in the wars and everything and Cold War and all the things. It's not like they went away. It's still a decent country to live in. Their standard of living and everything is right, but they looted a lot of people and they're still rich. Their politics is in shambles. Their society is kind of strange. Plus, Indians have taken over there also. So, empires don't go away. They just reduce and they become like, they're like, nahin, now we are, nahin, ye hamari country abhi. Pehle they go pillage the world, they start the wars, they throw the bombs, they give freedom to places that don't have freedom because their sensibilities are so different. They impose things, they do CIA shit, whatever. And then when all of this comes back at them, they're like, no, ye hamari country hai. Now we are not touching anybody. That's how empires do things. I think their dominance might shrink, but I think people will speak up. I think it's in their DNA, at least I hope. People will speak up. People are always speaking up, Gaurang. I don't think anybody's listening though. It's that's the tragedy everywhere, right? Like, I mean, people are speaking all the time. That's what people do. People speak. Is that nobody listens. The people in power don't listen. The people who matter don't listen. The people who are supposed to solve problems don't listen. Because they have their own thoughts. Because they're so busy talking, they don't listen. वाह क्या बात है, एकदम मतलब मूड में आ गया आज तो हम. The advice mood में. चलो, motivational speaking time. Chat, existential mode. Empire will strike back. Did you get an email from YouTube? For what? I think it's shifting to Middle East. Some people are making their biases in Israel, probably because fascism is acceptable there. I mean, Heritage Foundation involved big proponents of Israel. Don't understand. Even if things aren't falling into place now, we will get better. Long term, yes. Humans are like cockroaches, friends. They survive. We will survive. We are. That is the one thing that humans like to do, which is survive. But then they're like, oh, I want to survive comfortably. That's whole life. That's what it's all about, no? Survive. Now do it comfortably. What will happen to Taiwan and Philippines? Taiwan, I'm not so sure, but like looks like if we start a war with China, if America starts a war with China, tariff war, China is not going to be like kindly about Taiwan either. And plus the semiconductor thing that he's saying, which is like importing will have like a flat tax, that will not go well also. So it's going to be tricky. It'll be interesting to watch actually what Trump does internationally. Play the Michael Jackson clip in Conspiracies. You will know how far it has fallen. Okay, let's see this. Trump supporters claim Michael Jackson was never dead. He was in Gitmo. What? What?
Michael Jackson was saving the children. They destroyed his reputation.
Right.
Michael Jackson, I thought for years he was on the bad side. He's not. He was saving the children. And when he plays at the inauguration, when Michael Jackson comes and plays for us, people are going to realize that it's all been a complete sham.
You think so?
He had a big queue. Neverland, he had that big queue, saving the children. Trump helped him escape. Michael Jackson was saving.
What? Okay, no. Wow. I've been reading Yuval Noah Harari's Nexus. I told you, right? Very, very interesting book because he has kind of changed my views about information in general. Like, he calls it the naive view of information which we have. For example, whenever like a thing like this comes up, rational people like us who are like, oh, ye kya bakwas hai? We will throw facts, right? Another naive view of information is that we look at all this internet verse and we are like, oh, if people get more legit information, the correct information, and then they will become smarter, and then fake news will stop. Reality is that it doesn't matter. Information is not, according to Yuval Noah Harari, which is a very interesting thing to think about. When you get information, you assume that, oh, it is expanding your viewpoint and it is making you see the truth. Because information is somehow connected with what you see is true. But then he questions what is really true. Because if you look at one event from different perspectives, like the war in Gaza, If you are someone who lives in Gaza and you're looking at the war, you are actually the oppressed person. If you're looking at someone, looking as an Israeli whose, let's say, relative has been kidnapped by the Hamas, you like hate Palestinians and you're looking at it from that perspective. If you're America, you're looking at it from a different perspective. If you're India, you're looking at it from a different perspective. So what is the truth there? It's like it's multivaried truth. Existence of Israel and Palestine is also like disputed by different countries, right? So information is just information. It's essentially things that are putting things in formation, like in formation. So according to Yuval, what is happening is that the naive view of information that we have is that, oh, information needs to be gained to know the truth, is simply not true. Because the other view which he's presenting is that we need fiction, stories, and facts together to make sense of the world. Which is very interesting if you think about it, right? Because like, let's say this lady, she believes that Michael Jackson is alive, right? She believes that Michael Jackson is alive, right? And she believes that he's going to come and dance on Trump's inauguration, whatever. To you and me feels stupid, but she genuinely believes in this fiction. Maybe like there is some survival need that it is fulfilling, that story in her head. Maybe like it's like a great story to tell at parties, which is helping her socialize and form networks, which is giving her validation, which is making her happier. Maybe she's relating hard with someone else and they discuss this deeply and then they're like, oh yeah, this is true. Don't you see some value in that? Like, sure, it's damaging when you think about it, but then is it really harmful? Think about it. Her thinking that Michael Jackson is alive and will come and dance on Trump's inauguration, is that harmful? I don't know. Would I complain if Michael Jackson came back? No. It's harmful when it's in large crowds. How is it harmful, Abhishek? Like this particular thing. Okay, there are harmful ideas also, of course. Like, for example, racism, sexism, all the things. Like, for example, the whole immigrant rhetoric that Trump is doing. That is also like something he's pulling out of his ass and like expressing to people, which a lot of people are believing. And they might act on it and cause suffering, active suffering. That is not what I mean. I'm saying this particular story. The Michael Jackson thing, which is a fiction this lady has created in her head. It is a story that is being created in her head. This particular one is not harmful. Yeah, exactly. But humans have this tendency of believing the randomest of things and narratives. We think in narratives and stories. But seriously, read that book. It will blow your mind. I'm still going through it. It's amazing. Nexus. Still going through it. Yeah. His books just make my head hurt. So it takes a while. Dumbfuckery is harmful because it lowers collective IQ. Counter radical, that's a bit of a arrogant view in my opinion. Also, like collective IQ kya hai, friend? Like, what is collective IQ exactly? When people don't do things according to what you want, they're low IQ or what? Like, if they're voting for someone like a Trump or whatever, you immediately say they're low IQ. Why are they voting? Where are they voting? It's the same thing. No, like, I mean, the reason why I think there are like a lot of divides happening between different political factions is also the same reason, which is arrogance टपकता है सबसे टपकता है. मतलब STEM वालों को मैं अभी गाली मार रहा था, but I know for a fact कि I might have made that mistake also sometimes when, let's say, I'm talking to someone who is supporting Modi. And I don't like Modi. I mean, I don't make too thoughts about it. But at the same time, then I end up like having like a particularly arrogant attitude towards that person for no reason. Sometimes I feel like I'm trying to correct it, but it's always there. There is that tinge which makes talking very difficult. Sometimes I feel like I should be a troll in chat. No, you don't need to. You can take membership though. I'm prioritizing members. But these people literally gathered around the place in where JFK was assassinated in hope that he will return. That's true. See, now that is the thing, like what sort of stories you believe and what you act on. For example, organized religion. Yeah, like Islam or some fundamentalist religions other than that do believe that, you know, like we are the one true religion and other religions will, like, you know, should not exist. Does that mean that every person who follows the faith believes in that? No. Does it mean that there are a few people in that faith who do believe that extreme version of that religion? Yes. Does that mean that all of them act on it? No. Does it mean that some people within that act on it? Yes. Do they cause suffering? Yes. Is that wrong? Yes. But does that mean that the entire idea is bad? Also, no. See, that's the thing. That's where the nuance comes in, right? Like, I mean, extreme ideas which will cause you to radicalize and then act on it and cause suffering, that's bad. But is the idea itself a problem when it's harmless and when it's not really causing like any sort of harm? That's a toss-up. As a very smart friend of not this channel, News Laundry, Vivek Agnihotri says, facts are not facts, friends. Acha, chalo, good talk, good chats, good stream. I'm gonna end this. I will see you on Friday. Friday we will do some Maharashtra updates because now I'm going to obsess over Maharashtra elections. I was thinking of doing a stream tomorrow because I thought this will go long. It didn't go long. After the stream, I'm going to make that dashboard public. So if you want to go through the US election stuff, if you want to dig deep, you have a lot of reading material there, all the work that these nerd friends have done, please do thank them, and I'm going to make it public so you can enjoy yourself and nerd out about the US elections. Okay, good stream, friends, good stream. Thank you for being here. Big thank you. Do like, share, do the things. Yeah, okay. Bye. Bye.